Dragon Heist. I would like to take this moment before we start to, because this is going to be recorded and stay on my channel. I want to know your guys' characters before we begin, because people who watch this will also want to know what your characters are, what they're like, what class, race, maybe a little bit about them. Let's start with Solma.
Well, what? Okay, sure. So, my character is Soma. She is a Air Genasi monk. She was raised by monks with her sister Martina, who you will hear about soon, and she had a vision that brought her to this particular group of people, and she's hoping to find her destiny by following them. Yes.
Yes, perfect, perfect. You said she's a monk. We know that.
She's a monk.
We got that down. All right, down to Radaro.
I'm playing Radaro Nyala. She is a half-elf barbarian. Sassy blacksmith, looking to make some money here or there. And that's kind of it for now.
Nice. Moving down to Martina.
I am Martina. I am Solma's little sister, so I'm also an Air Genasi. I grew up, but not a successful one, if that makes any sense. I'm always bad at everything the other monks do. They don't let me join in on the reindeer games anymore. Growing up and following my very extraordinary sister, who is blessed with visions, I struggle to find my sense of self, being a hormonal, angsty teenager. So
that's great. And you're a fighter, right?
Yes, I'm a fighter.
Cool. So we have Solma being played by Michaela. We have Radaro being played by Tom. And we have Martina being played by Kristen. And I am your Dungeon Master, Ed. It says that in my name down here. I have no secrets. Just Ed kind. Yes, I think we have our introductions done. We can dip into our intro. Now let me find the correct music to play here. Beautiful. Okay, cool. I'm going to be doing a couple different tracks on this intro, so you'll have to give me some pause points to switch the music up. But we are using music. Hopefully Twitch takes our video down, because my music doesn't belong to me. We'll see. It'll stream just fine, but that's fine. All right, cool. So, our shot opens up on a sophisticated black wood carriage. The gold filigree that adorns its features and steel frame supports suggests a higher class citizen within the coach. The driver wears a primp and proper suit and gently slaps the reins to keep a steady pace along the way of the Dragon Road. We see the night traffic of the city flank the vessel on either side, quite full, and then we see it pick up, as if the stalemate of traffic ahead has broken away. All too quickly, our meager driver is yanked forward. The horses, temporarily spooked, lunge and begin slipping the control of their disheveled driver. We see the flowing traffic come to a halt suddenly, and our coach sharply deviates down a side road. As the carriage rattles past the street sign, it spins. Our camera lingers on the post until it comes to a complete stop, and we see the words Candle Lane. And our music changes from the rush of Waterdeep nightlife and into our little bit more spooky nighttime music for the dock ward. Yes, here's our dock ward music. I'm actually going to turn up my music on my end just a little bit. Just a little up. There we go. There we are. Okay. So, our shot returns to the coachman, the driver. Looking back on the packed street he was recently ejected from, we hear a voice come from within the Blackwood carriage. "Everything all right, Binkley?" Yes, of course, sir. Just a shortcut." We see the coachman turn to look down the new path ahead. The lamplights going all the way down are smashed and well destroyed, their candles stolen. The windows of the looming tenements are boarded up. The street seems to sink into darkness. Our coachman gulps audibly. Shouldn't take too long, sir." As he begins to slap the reins a little bit more, the horses who mirror their master's feared expression pick up their pace nervously. Glass is heard smashing from one side of the alley, and a cat can be heard screaming down another. A group of dark-cloaked homeless folk, clawing their way from a crack in the wall, reach out wretched hands toward the driver on his right side. He turns sharply to the left and is met by a group of armed thugs emerging from the shadows aside the carriage with a glint of steel beneath their cloaks. The driver screams. The horse whinnies. The crack of the reins can be heard echoing down the valley as the coach takes off at a breakneck speed into the coming darkness, but as the black shroud of the unknown takes them, we see a single luggage bag bounce and careen from the back of the carriage as it leaves our frame, and it settles in the center of the lonely Candle Lane. It sits silently and then begins to move just a little bit. It jostles and turns, now shifting around back and forth, and we hear the sound of a sealed zipper break. I'm going to change the music here a little bit to a very familiar sound. Stretching his way out of the large bag is the old man, our narrator. Oh my. We hear his back crack in several places as he looks towards our camera. There's more than one way to get yourself to and from old Waterdeep. Seems my ride's gone and run off on itself. Oh, that's okay. Got me close enough anyway. Besides, Candle Lane ain't no place for folks like that. Ain't no place for anybody, really. But yet here we are. Our narrator begins to stalk carefully in the shadows of the stacked buildings packed into either side of the road, keeping careful not to find himself in the thin stripe of moonlight at the center of the street. Our view is pitch black, but we can still see the whites of the old man's crooked eyes. Now I know what you're thinking. How'd our ventures end up in a place like this? Score dragging in, pointing the way, old Floon and his buddy Ragnar Neverember. Oh, what a trouble that boy is. The two of them got themselves nabbed up by the wrong sort of people. And our fool hero's gone chase after them, and now... Oh, wait. The sound of a ringing bell can be heard in the distance. We see the old man peek around the corner to view an old abandoned warehouse with an iron fenced-in yard. His head revealed to us once more as it dips into the moonlight, just for a moment, and we see the upper window of this warehouse smash open, glass glittering the streets from the second story, and crawling out from the rope comes our characters one at a time. As they do, our old man sinks back into the alley, his back to the wall facing us, and in the background behind him we watch as our characters make their way around to the front of the building. Now they got themselves mixed up in a warehouse full of Zhent bodies, and a pack of armed and ready Xanathar thugs. Kinku they be. And one floon blagmar trapped under the stairs as well. They doing an old roundabout, but it ain't gonna work. Kinku got dark vision. The sounds of crossbow bolts twanging from within the metal building can be heard echoing out into the street, and the sounds of battle begin to rage within. I don't know if they're gonna pull themselves out of this one, but I tell you what, they better. Lest I'm out of a story to tell. Ain't nobody want that. Ooh, I can't wait no more. Let's see how they're faring. The old man sneaks up to the edge of the party's entry window after slipping into the fenced-in yard. Our camera slips past his balding head and into the window. Inside, we see our party assailed by the crow-like humanoid creatures called Kinku, wielding short swords and crossbows. The Genasi sisters stand vigilant aside their scrappy shield-wielding ally, and this dangerous fight takes its way to the stairs. What happens next? We're about to find out. Let's dip in, my friends. I'm gonna drop the fight music.
I love your intros as always.
Thank you.
Amazing.
So we got some fight music going down. I got to turn my volume up just a little bit so it could be heard. Soma, you were the last one in initiative. You are first to go as we step back into this episode. Oops, I gotta turn that music back down.
Yes. So I am behind a pillar and I see nothing. So I take out my tinder. Yes.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Is that
dark.
Yeah, and is it a pillar or is it a box that I'm behind right now?
What you are behind right now? Let me check your vision real quick. Actually, yeah, it's a pillar. It's a wooden pillar that goes like floor to ceiling on this warehouse. So it's in front of you. Like you can kind of like duck and look around it. You have like some vision in this darkness. Like you can see that there is a creature in front of you. You will still have disadvantage to like strike it or do anything, but it is dark. Yeah.
To have advantage next time, I will pull out the tinderbox, take out the torch, and light it up.
All right. Yeah, you take out a piece of that torch. Yeah, you take out a piece, just one of the matchsticks from the tinderbox. You light it across a torch. Yeah, because you don't hold any weapons, so you don't have to worry about too much of what you're holding. And immediately, it takes flame. And I'm gonna change up your vision here. Because now we're working with a 40-20, I believe. You're going to see a heck of a lot, and all players will see it. So this place is about to light up. Boom! So yeah, tons of light. Yeah, you should even be able to see the edge over here where there are some Kinku firing crossbows at you from the second level, second story. Yeah, so you use your action, you spend it to light the torch. The light hits the entire room. Details are exposed that you weren't able to see before, only Radaro, before you're surrounded by crates. You can see that a lot of them look as though they are sealed. Some of them hold dried out, looking like Zhentarim symbols on some of the crates themselves. And you can see that the Kinku kind of like immediately like to the light, they immediately like take a little bit of a turn back from the sudden bright flame that lights itself in the center of the warehouse. You have movement left. Even though there's a pole in front of you, I think this Kinku could probably still take a whack at you, probably at disadvantage, but if you want to move away, you could, or if you're cool being engaged.
And my movement is 30, yes?
It is.
Am I able to get outside, maybe?
Oh, you want to go outside?
Yeah, I have an idea.
Oh, out. Yeah, you would have enough movement, I think, to make your, let me see, 15 feet. Just barely. There's like a lot, unless you like climb over these boxes.
You know what? I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can stay right there. Martina, you are next up. What would you like to do?
Okay, so thanks to my sister being useful.
Yes. The stairs light themselves up.
I expect you to say useless after, not punching the thing. With disadvantage.
Motherfucker next to me now. So I'm gonna...
Yeah, you got two.
What did I pull out last time? I forgot. I pulled out my longsword. Yeah, and I got it stuck on the stairs temporarily.
You just have the longsword. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, because I threw my short sword down a bottomless pit like a smart ass. So I'm gonna pull my longsword out of the banister on the stairs, and this time I'm gonna be like, I got you this time, and then I'm going to come down on the Kenku.
And yeah, you can definitely come right down on him. It's got sort of this like trying to look at you like either side. Like it never looks at you dead on. It's always like one side or the other.
Until I hit maybe the other side of the banister by overcompensating. How low is his?
It like hops out of the way. That is not a hit, unfortunately. It like it hops back. What? And it clunks.
Mumble like a damn it. These things are fast.
Yeah, they are. They're actually quite dexterous. And it dodges out of the way, and now we have the longsword embedded in the other railing, which is already like falling apart, by the way. Very interesting. All right, so we hear, I think, and Martina, you probably hear this more than others because it's more relevant to you. The stairs beneath you, kind of just like they slightly shake. You can see there's some shifting happening beneath the stairs, and I think you can audibly hear, even during the battle, you can hear, "Ouch!" And yeah, you can like the stairs themselves are kind of already wobbly. They shake a little bit more as if there's another like another element at work here, messing with these here stairs. Excellent. It is Ridaro's turn.
So I think with the light coming out now, I think everybody can see Radaro, and her eyes are like crazy dilated, having been in the dark, and she's almost a little shaky from what you're used to seeing.
Okay.
She's like constantly like looking to go with her rage on, and I think with this Kenku like sort of blinded by that light temporarily, she's gonna go in and try and like stab him through the side.
Okay, yeah, this one right here.
Yeah.
Going for the kill.
We'll talk about. Let's not get ahead of it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'll give you advantage.
Oh. Ooh.
I'll give you advantage. Recently blinded.
Oh,
yeah. Doesn't matter.
23.
Big hits. Big hits. Give me So is this? It will bring him to 0. Do you want to kill or unconscious?
So what I want. Let's see if you can work with me here. I want him to be dying, as in he can be saved soon, but he's like, because I'm stabbing him, right?
Yeah.
So like it's tenable, but if nothing helps him, he's just gonna slump. He's out of the fight regardless.
I'll give him some like death saving throws if that's what you want. Like that's effectively.
I want him to be like out there because after I stab him, I want to like grab him by like the scruff of his birdie neck.
So yeah, you bring the sword right down, and it's just like, and it like immediately falls unconscious. You can see that there's some blood pouring out the side, but it's still alive, like barely conscious, like dealing with the fact that it just took like a pretty fatal wound, but it's not yet dead. And you want to hold it up and use it as like
I want to move it. I'll hold him up as cover if you let me.
Grabbing him and everything would
probably
be your action and everything. But like I would allow like a grapple, like if you want to like grab him and do like a persuasion check same turn, I would allow that.
My goal is just throw him on the ground, put my sword at him, and look up to the Kenku, mainly the ones shooting down at me from the balcony, and say, "Listen here, y'all Kenku. I got your friend here. He ain't dead yet, but he's about to be. Y'all don't, we can work this out. You can put those crossbows down."
Yeah, make a persuasion check. Or do you want it to be intimidation? What do you feel this is?
Persuasion.
Okay, yeah. Please.
Ooh,
a 23 persuasion.
Another 23 is the.
Yeah. I think you have your dark vision, so you can actually see a little bit further than even what the light goes. Excuse me. And yeah, as you shout this, you can see that they pause, they hesitate with their weapons and like look at each other for a moment, and then you can see one just looks at the other for like reassurance, and then that one's literally just like looking for like an escape route, like he like probably looks over to the open door, like, Burp! Run away! And it's like literally.
Don't forget your friend. Don't forget your friend down here.
And like, they look pretty thoroughly convinced that they don't want to end up like that guy on the floor who's bloodied. Excellent. It is their turn. I am actually going to I think I'm going to have these two try to book it. They're going to move out of your periphery. And you could probably like I don't think you hear any doors slam, but you got a good guess of what direction they're heading.
I've been up there. I know there's really like one direction up there.
Yeah. They just run. You can hear them. They can hear their feet hit the upper floor. The scraping of the claws on the wood. And then this one's gonna go. Oh man. Yeah, you target it towards those two. This one sees Martina pretty weak. It's gonna take some swings. It's gonna take its swing. It's got its short sword.
Martina is weak? Is that what he thinks?
Well, yeah, she sees the sword is buried like both times, like total misses, and he's gonna try to take the opportunity to like stab. And it's just gonna be like, gotcha. And it's gonna go for a short sword, and yeah, that comes out of its throat in like a slightly different voice from what it did before. Like it's using like multiple voices when it speaks. So it's gonna make one short sword strike at you. 21.
Kenku so much.
Four
we're gonna kill him.
4 piercing damage
He's not gonna be allowed to live.
to your current 6. Go ahead and apply 4 piercing damage.
Hey,
As
only
Kenku
4.
drives its short sword up into your side, and upon doing that, it sees that you're still alive, and it's going to run up the stairs.
Now he's gonna run.
Yeah, you can make an opportunity attack, but because your thing is plunked into the railing, I'm going to give you disadvantage. But you can take an opportunity.
Can I
attack.
grab my hand axe instead?
Oh yeah, do you have it? Yeah, you can grab. You can take out your hand
it's
axe.
on my person.
Absolutely, you're effectively leaving the short sword inside of the railing, and you're pulling out the hand axe.
I want to come out with no weapons by the end of this.
Make an opportunity attack with it. Go for it.
What?
Yeah, he just runs up to the second level. You swing, he ducks.
This is for last time. Last time Martina was like the best, could do no wrong. This is, and I was rolling like shit last time. So now we're.
You hear him say in like an orcish voice, "Roll the dice, you lost," and he keeps moving up.
I hate this thing.
It's
gonna be now my vendetta to just murder this one Kenku.
Kenku runs for it. Yeah, it's not Kenku, it's Kenku. It's Solma's turn. There are technically still targets. They're just on the upper floor and not currently visible from your angle. You could if you wanted, Solma, because this one's unconscious. You could go after one, but up to you what you want to do, because it would take quite a bit to get up the stairs.
I think I would just like to go to my sister and check her if she's alright, because she looks really weak, and I would like to
She's bleeding out. The midriff area is very cut up. It's very bad. Like, anywhere below the waist is not looking good, where these Kenku can attack. So
I swiped at the Kenku, and I trip and fall, but I'm still flailing my axe, uselessly, but still flailing, like,
on the stairs.
Back here! You...
Yeah, I'll put you prone on the stairs. that makes sense.
Can I do some medicine checks on her or anything?
Do you have like a healer's kit or anything?
No.
Like that?
I have a healer's kit.
Yeah. Do you have? Oh wait, do you by any chance?
I lied. I don't have a healer's kit.
You don't have a healer's kit, unless you actually have like a you won't be. You can like make a medicine check, and we can talk about what that does cosmetically, but it won't actually affect her hit points in the game. But I'm cool with you making the check.
I think I'll just make the check, because I can only use my tools, which is wood carving, which I don't want to do to her, as well as painting.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make that check.
Carve her sword out of the fucking thing.
That will be a plan. Okay, I'm gonna do a medicine check.
I do have to ask Martina, are you resisting this situation?
A little. Okay, she's gotta make an argument for me, because at first I'm like, don't touch me! I'm fine, I've got this! I just need it, and then I stumble a little, I'm like, I need to breathe! Give me space!
I will give you space as soon as I can help you, and then you can go and fight them as much as you want.
You make a medicine check in the moment that you can, and you immediately, I'm imagining you just whip out like some travel bandages that you have, get them around the places that are bleeding. They immediately start to soak up with red blood, but at least there's some pressure being applied to the situation. So maybe she won't bleed out unless she gets attacked again.
Okay.
But yeah, she is you throw that bandage around her, but she's not looking good. She's looking like she should probably step out of this fight. But that's up to her. It is Martina's turn. You could continue to run after that one Kenku. You would be able to catch up.
My sister stopped me, but I'm obviously in a huge huff and very upset.
Oof.
My hand axe, I'm just chopping it at the banister as I'm waiting for her to like take care of my one side. I'm just like,
live today
and stupid
by tomorrow.
Stuff.
Martina, we talked about this.
I don't care. Okay, whatever.
So yeah,
Good job there, Martina.
We hear like more fumbling, more rustle jostling happening. Actually, let me make a quick check here in secret. I want to see if anything comes from this.
A dragon.
I'm gonna say that this is definitely.
You're gonna die.
I don't want to say that this is.
Kill it.
Let's see here. Okay.
I like how the move Second Wind is always called Second Wind, so even though it's been like... She's done it like 3 times in the past few hours because of all the short rests. It's just like, she's on her 5th wind, guys. It's okay.
Fine. We can keep going tonight.
The door you feel the stairs jostle around, and it feels as if someone's like shaking like a sidewall of the door, and then it finally stops as you can hear what sounds like a door swinging open on the eastern half of the stairs, and you can hear what sounds like somebody, because they definitely make noise, just sort of spill out of whatever's in the understairs. Says, "Oh my!" And yeah, it's on the other side of the stairs, but I would say Rodario and Martina would have vision. You see a very I'm going to give you definitely he's covered in fish and like some like old spoiled fish and like some other like random goods and assortments that are like around him. A lot of them look to not be it's mostly fish. And it's mostly like rotting, like not very good looking seafood here. And let me give you a quick handout of what this individual looks like. Very much matches your man. Here we go.
God damn it! God damn it! It's the other one.
And it very much matches your man as he pours out. Your characters don't quite know that yet.
Oh, they think Floon is Renard, don't they? Oh my god.
And he spills out, "Oh my!" and fumbles into a pile of fish. That's his turn. It is Rodaro's turn.
I say, "Fish boy, you stay right there for now. We can talk to you in a second." I looked up. What were these guys using? Short swords? This guy?
Yeah, they are. Yep.
I pick it up and I'm like, Tina, and I give her the short sword.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I got happy whatever day. I don't know.
Short sword. Doesn't look like it was probably taken care of. Like, actually, no. It looks like it was taken care of very well. Like, it's recently been shined like over and over again. Probably to the point
probably
where
looks better than my last short sword.
Yeah, it looks like it was has been meticulously kept clean and neat. But you do notice like there is some like damage in certain places where it seems like a beak probably pecked to get like bits out in different areas. Like it's got some wear, some unusual wear in certain places, or probably like the same meticulous thing was done over and over again.
I let out a yell. I'm just like, "Hey y'all, your friend ain't gonna die. I'm just gonna patch him up. We'll meet up later with you." And I just go to stabilize the dying Kenku.
Yeah, make a medicine check for me.
Well, I try to stabilize him. Can I kill him on a 1?
That wouldn't kill him. No, he's definitely stabilized. You can immediately stop the bleeding from happening. You pull out some trail bandages. You wrap the parts that you. I mean, it was your dirty work. I think you would know best how to hold it back. And yeah, you can keep this Kiku alive, but definitely unconscious.
Yeah, I've got him, and I'm like, y'all good with catch and release? You know, maybe we throw him out to the wild, put him outside, you know.
Leaving that to the Kiku's turn, the rest of them are, like, you could just hear them running. You can hear them probably taking the same escape that you guys are until you can't hear them anymore. They thoroughly escaped the building. So we can turn off we can actually turn off the fight music, because that essentially ends the combat. You guys made it. You survived.
Yay!
Easy.
Yeah. Also, before I forget, I'm gonna go. There's all those swords and shit laying around, right?
Yeah. There are
like a couple daggers or something.
Yeah, there are rapiers and daggers. You see rapiers and daggers on the Zhentarim bodies, and you see short swords from the at least one short sword from this Kinku that you killed, and he had a crossbow too. Probably some bolts as well on the just on his person or laying on the ground after you've slain him. This individual, like, yeah, so that's what Rodaro's doing. Martina and Soma, what are you guys doing?
I need to rest. So I'm sitting there angstily picking at shit on the banister. Like, I'm still chopping the banister with my hand axe. And then inspecting my sword. And then just, like, unnecessary hacks into the banister again.
Alright.
Nothing useful.
Just grab, like, three daggers, and I'm like, Fishman, stay there. We're good. We're kind of here for you. I'm like, he looks like Floon, right?
He looks exactly like the description you expected.
Alright, I'm like, are you Floon?
Floon? He looks, he says, did you find him? Did you find Floon?
Ah, damn it.
He looks, he says, you haven't...
Damn it.
He says, who are you? You saved me. And he says...
Fucking hero.
He says, indeed. And he says, well, you don't know where Floon is? He's, are you... He just seems confused.
But listen, Volo sent us to go find Floon.
Vola.
We've been following your tracks.
Volothamp Gadarm. His friend.
Yeah, that one.
And he says...
Got them damn books.
He looks and he says, oh, it's... Oh, just... He immediately is stepping away and trying to, like, wipe himself away from... Says,
yeah,
I hope you don't mind if I move
like,
away.
Whoa there, fish boy. Whoa.
He says, oh, I'm so sorry for my current condition. He says, please, I apologize. My name is Renard Never Ember. You may have heard from... I'm so sorry. And he just says, do you know what happened to Floon? Do you have any idea?
Would we be looking for him if we knew what happened to him?
No, I guess that logic makes sense. He says,
You and Floon look
I thought that maybe
right?
I thought that maybe he would be close by, but too much hope to fool's hope. And he says, I heard it. I heard the whole thing happen. And he says, the Xanatharim, they grabbed us in the alley. He was too drunk to come home. I insisted that I walk him home, and he took a wrong turn. I'm not familiar much with the Dark Ward. I came here simply to meet him. He's a bit of a dandy. Wanted to visit the Skilled Dragon. We went to a wrong turn. 5 men. They jumped us. I thought they just wanted our money, but they took us into this warehouse, and then they.
Yeah, and I point, and I'm like, well, here they are, against the wall. As I'm, like, walking up to each rapier, like, picking it up, being like, all right.
As I expected. They were interrogating us in the middle of trying to find out which of us was me. I immediately wanted to... They were looking for me. I immediately wanted to say who... I told them it was me, but Floon, he stood up. He said that he was Raynar. I said, no, it was me. He argued, and they couldn't figure it out. Floon's a fool, but a noble man. He says, are you investigators? Or you work with the City Watch, or perhaps the Greyhounds?
Well, and I just kind of hold on, we're adventurers.
He says,
and I shrug a little bit, like,
I'm familiar with the profession. He says...
So, hold on. So Floon stands up for you and you just let him get taken away?
I tried to tell them that it was me. The situation got out of hand before I could convince them that I was the true Raynar Never Ember. But they were suddenly attacked. A group of thugs with eyeball tattoos. They came in, and those things, and he points at the Kinku. A band of them as well. An overwhelming force. They killed the Zhents and...
Wait, these aren't the same guys who attacked you to begin with?
No, the people who attacked him to begin with got killed by the Kenku, which makes you wonder just how useless those guys were if the Kenku got them. Am I right?
Oh, so are those the other dead people that are around then?
He looks and he points at one of the dead bodies. There's only one. There's a bunch of Xanatharim dead bodies, but there's one Xanathar thug. And he says, one like that, with tattoos like that. He says, more of them, many more. They overwhelmed them, and during the chaos, I hid. I didn't know what else to do. And Floon, unfortunately, didn't hide as well as me, and I heard his screams. They took him.
The Xanathar or the Zhentarim?
The Xanathar. The Zhentarim were killed, as far as I heard. But obviously...
This one, Xanathar or Zentarim,
Xanathar. I know.
Wait, this is a Zhentarim?
I think that's why they're fighting. Their names are pretty similar, and it's kind of a copyright dispute.
Can I walk to the body of the one Xanathar that's there?
Yeah, you can, absolutely. You have one consciousness.
Is this a Xanathar or a Xanatar?
Xanathar.
This is a Xanathar.
Okay.
Xanathar is with an X, and then Zhentarim.
Zhentarim, yeah. And those are the ones that died a lot. Zhentarim.
Yeah, the Zhentarim got their ass kicked.
Okay.
The Kenku were Xanathar.
So this is the Xantarim.
Yes. Or no,
Kenku, what is this?
What's the Kenku?
The Kenku is a Xanathar. You can see a big eyeball like on there. So you've got
Xanathars
and Xantarums.
Okay, cool.
Got it.
Yep.
So I like to investigate the body, maybe to see anything, a list or a note. Orders.
To try to get some information. Yeah, make a perception check.
Perception, okay. There you are.
All right,
16?
Yeah, you can sort of like flip over the body. You see that this individual was just cut right in the throat pretty viciously by Xanathar's steel. And you can see that on him he doesn't really have much. You are able to spot a you're able to like go sort of through his pack, and I think you probably find a couple of vials of viscous liquid that you're not exactly sure what they are.
Okay.
Other than that, he carries on him a mace, a mace that's sort of completely adorned with that sort of eyeball motifs around the edges. So that's essentially everything of importance that's on him. He doesn't carry any paperwork. He looks probably like a regular kind of thug, probably not any kind of leadership type. Probably just a frontliner who got his throat cut. And yeah, it says, Raynar, he says, I couldn't leave the Xanathar. They left behind these, and those ruffians, the ones that you probably fought when you were in here. I had to stay hidden. I don't know why they left them behind, perhaps to cover the place on their escape. It was only but maybe an hour ago.
You did good, Raynar. You did good.
But
tell me, Raynar, do you know a Mr. Floxen?
Floxen?
And I'm like going through boxes now. I'm just like looting while we're talking. I'm just going through shit.
He says, I'm not sure I've heard that name before. As you
the Zhentarim guy.
He says, I don't affiliate myself with such people. At which point, as this is happening, you can immediately, this all happens at once. You are unable to sort of respond to it, but essentially this house gets swatted. Like immediately, the doors, the chained up warehouse doors burst open. They are flown through. There are you can hear windows, whatever window wasn't smashed upstairs, get smashed open, and immediately this place is covered in the city guard. And I'm going to show you just how many we
all right, initiative. Alright, I got 4.
Yeah, they immediately...
Still bleeding! It's no big deal, guys.
They immediately rush in. And you're met sort of face to face with these guards. You can see that their main entry point effectively has been the half of the building that you don't yet have access to over here. But as they just sort of shove their way in, just ho 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 ho, you can immediately just hear them like swatting their way in. You're immediately addressed, and you can hear a very swift voice come from a metal-helmed individual who's definitely taking up a leadership role. As he has a front line, he wields in his hand a exquisite longsword, and immediately you get a ton of just like, freeze, stop, don't move, like immediately. What do you guys do exactly? As you're kind of like stuck up, as you're surrounded. Yeah, these windows break open. There are some like coming through over here.
I put my hands up. I'm over the body that I've been lazily kicking its limbs. I put my hands up, and then I drop my hand axe, and it falls like into the body. I was like,
and you hear a what's this voice gonna be? Well, what do we have here? At which point, this individual will sheath his sword. He has enough veterans who like make their way in. These are heavily armored, definitely like entire like it's an entire retinue, heavily armored guards. It says, Zhentarim, caught in the act. And he begins to take his helm off, and as he does, you can see his eyes go right to Raynar Neverember, who just goes, No, they saved me. And he says, Lord Neverember. And he immediately bows graciously. He's like, my lord, what are you doing here? What are these your friends? And he just says,
holy shit, you're a lord?
And he just says, yes, just And he says, no, yes, these are my friends. They've saved me. I was. He points over towards the one Kinku that you've captured. He says, those things. I was captured by Zhentarim, and then Xanathar. They came in, and he starts trying to explain. He's like, my lord, and he steps forward, and he introduces himself as a Mr. Histus Staggett, and you may call him Investigator Staggett. Effectively, is the name that you can give him. I'm Investigator Staggett, and he says,
Staggett.
He says,
God,
we busted in here on reports of suspicious individuals breaking in. I've had eyes on this place for quite a while, but I recently pulled back a retinue, as I had found that the Zhentarim had not visited the spot quite as often as I had hoped. And he just says, yes, no, they were definitely here, investigator. They took me hostage, and if it wasn't for these individuals, then I would surely be dead. They also took one of my friends, and he says, one of your friends, please, explain in full, my lord. And Neverember begins explaining effectively everything that he did. And he's like, you must find my friend Floon. He says, I'm afraid if your friend Floon was taken by the Xanathar, he has gone underground. There's very little we can do. But for now, Lord Neverember, it's best that we keep you safe. And he looks in, he sees, he says, he sort of addresses each of you and like holds out a hand and he says, good work, saving the Lord. And Raynor's like, but my friend, he says, my lord, there's not much we can do. Perhaps your friends can continue to help you, but I suggest you stay out of the sewers. It's quite dangerous down there. Yeah, but he will look to you, and he'll look to some of the bodies in the ground, and then point to the vendor. Says, "Any of you responsible for these?"
Nope, only one.
Pull my hand axe out of the one that.
I point at the Kenku, who's not dead. That Kenku was never dead. And I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not. We got there were some Kenku when we got here.
And he says,
we got
that one still alive?
I had to give him a little roughing up, but
we'll
he's
take
alive.
him into custody.
No, that's all right. It's just a misunderstanding, I think.
And he'll say, unfortunately, by the laws of Waterdeep, we are obligated to take him off your hands.
All right.
And he'll say, men,
take him off your hand.
Get that. He'll look over at you for just a second, Martina. He'll ignore it after looking over at it. Now remember, he says, men, tie that one up. We'll save him for questioning for later.
Yeah, tie Martina.
Do you want to make like a check here to see if you can get a chance to like question the Kinku, or like did you want something from him that like you get like you could try? You have Rainier. I'm like. Just because you said, like, you don't want to exactly give him up, do you want to try to make, like, a check here to get something?
I don't know. I'm just mainly not a snitch. I'm trying to not get this guy arrested.
I think Rainier will...
We'll get him killed, but not arrested. What kind of lowlifes are we?
Rainier will make the argument, I think, for sure. That one... I've seen them speak, though they speak in odd languages, bits and pieces of what they've heard. If he knows where... Floon is. That is information that is vital to me.
We could use that information. That Floon, we're all private investigators ourselves, you see.
He says, indeed. I've seen my fair share of adventurers on... his voice changed a little bit. I've seen my fair share of adventurers here in the Dockward. But it's just gonna keep changing. He's just gonna have a multi-accent. But I can't let you, well, for Lord Neverember, I will allow you to speak with the Kenku for a short amount of time, but, I can't let the city guard go looking like fools if we have to depend upon ragtag adventuring groups to deal with the crime in the city.
Of course. You can be here. I'm sure there's other things you need to take care of. In the meantime, we'll just take care of this and
he says,
take him when it's time to go.
He says, though you are private investigators and you see yourselves as such, I must say it's best not to meddle in the criminal matters of the city of Waterdeep. You need to leave this kind of dirty business to the city watch. That being said, what happens off the streets It's no business of mine. And he kind of looks down when he says that. Yeah, and he will, just because he's like looking you guys up like a certain way. He's like, and he goes to one of the sergeants, calls him by name, and he says, give each of these investigators a copy of the code legal, so that they know exactly where they stand in the city of Waterdeep. And they do. Like this guy does. He hands you guys a pamphlet.
Radaro probably has like 10 of these pamphlets that she just keeps getting. And
yeah, the Kiku is sort of like slapped awake a little bit. And yeah, you guys could be given a chance to question this individual. He's looking around like quite afraid. He's tied up. I think they got him like on a box. And like Renar never embers over here. There's probably like a veteran like over here keeping watch. But yeah, if you guys want to have a conversation, you definitely can.
Yeah, I'm like good cop, and I'm trying to like offer him some of my water, and like give him a little food or anything if he needs it. If he looks a little woozy, I'm like, hey friend, I'm sorry about that.
He looks really like, he looks like really like scared for sure. You can see there's fear in his eyes, and there's a lot of that bird twitch movement of not knowing what to do, like sort of panicked, cornered. Do you want to make like a persuasion check?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Where did my character go? Well, boom.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
He says in a deep orcish accent you can hear, he says, Xanathar sends his regards.
I'm sure he does. Thank you so much. And if I would like to send a message to this Xanathar, where could I find the Xanathar, or even the Floon, or the No, not Floon. I mean Renar. Where would I find Renar?
Solma and Martina, are you doing anything to help this interrogation?
I think I'm maybe patching him up more. I don't know what I can do for him.
Yeah.
Like, just checking him. Being a monk, I know how to heal and do that.
You make the persuasion check for me, Solma. Martina, I'll leave another one to you.
Yeah, minus 1 charisma. And this towering, beefy woman trying to help this along.
Really forcefully, like.
Yeah, he seems just like he doesn't know what you're doing. He seems immediately scared. He doesn't know what his fate is. This creature looks extremely fearful. Just get away!
I'm gonna walk away. I'm so sorry.
Martina, are you doing? Or what are you doing, if anything, in this interrogation?
You bad cop.
Oh,
but the way my rolls go, it's probably gonna be incompetent cop. So. So I'm sitting down nearby. He's over here, so I'm sitting above him on the staircase.
Oh yeah.
Looking at my new short sword and being like,
You're just like, looking at it. Maybe do you have a whetstone to like make some noise?
So every now and again, after a question's asked, you hear the whoosh against the sword.
Yeah, it immediately looks terrified because he's directing this at Radaro, and there are city guard.
My intimidation's a -1, so my timing's off.
Are listening in on this conversation. City guard are listening in, but they're letting you take the first hit because Renar was able to sort of grant you that. He'll immediately like jump as he hears the blades shine from behind him, and he'll just say, and in a thin, nasally voice, you hear, "Tie up the pretty boy in the back room." And then he'll also say in the same voice, "Follow the yellow signs in the sewers."
Stop talking nonsense, dummy.
Yeah, like he's just like spilling out these words. Radaro, give me one last persuasion check and tell me like tell me what like sort of your last words are with this Kinko, if anything.
All right. I'm like, I say, "Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. I don't know, if there's anything else we can do, just I'd recommend when you get out, you leave town, cause you're snitching real bad."
Yeah. Oh yeah, in a scratchy voice, you hear him just say, "Now time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss."
All right.
Saying that's weird.
And I'm like, And then I look over to the guards. I'm like,
they look confused.
I'm like, you need them.
I like what he said.
Or unconscious.
And it's like, conscious is fine. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. And they begin to do their own sort of interrogation, which is very standard. They're not getting a lot out of him. They're asking him just like what, where are you from, blah blah blah, like what's this? And they're getting like very cryptic answers, doing like kind of a standard array of questions, and the Kinku's just doesn't really know. It's unable to answer with what like words it has memorized and what voices it has in its head. So, you can see the conversation between Staggett and Never Ember beginning to come to a close. Staggett will say, because as Never Ember is telling his story, he says, Lord Never Ember, do you know for any reason why these Xanathar might be looking for you? And he just says, and looks at him and says, no idea. How do you make insight checks?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah, you can tell he is lying through his teeth. Staggett seems to get that as well, but he doesn't press it. He doesn't want to press Lord. He says, you wish, my lord. Shall we escort you home, or possibly your friends here? You would be much safer with us. And he looks, and he just says, I truly am worried about my friend Floon, and if you aren't going to take any action, or the city's not going to take any more action to find him, then I need to obviously put my resources in places where there will be individuals who will do that for me. He looks and he just says, I must say, the city guard does quite a bit to keep this city safe. We can't do everything, can't deal with the lower levels, but we keep the streets safe. He says, of course you do, investigator, but I must find my friend. He says, yes. You must. And I must do my job. And Never Ember will start to step towards you guys, looking to be like, come, let's get out of this place if we can.
I gotta shake Staggett's hand before we leave.
Yeah, he shakes his hand, like, yeah, he'll remember that. You get like a plus Staggett, and he says, just make sure you stay out of trouble here. It's my job to keep this place safe, not yours. So
never been in any form of trouble.
He says,
never plan on it.
Good. Because if you get into trouble in the Dock Ward, I'm the one who's going to hear it. And you're going to hear from me again. All right?
Well, I hope to meet you again under better circumstances.
This is... we've been rooting out places like this. Make a persuasion check. Make an overall persuasion. I just want to know, like, your charisma. I want to see what you get out of Staggett. Oh, nice.
My God, I'm killing it today.
You are...
Nice. Wow.
You are killing it. He just says, yes... I hope that we do meet under better circumstances. Unfortunately, it seems all the rage in the city right now for Xanathar and Zhentarim to fight each other. You best watch yourself.
You know anything about that gang violence?
He says, I'm giving you quite the tip if you're just starting off as an investigator, but I am looking for a man. A big fish I thought was going to be here tonight. The whole reason why I came here in the first place. I heard that there was trouble, but I figured it was just maybe some fools breaking in to steal with the Zhentarim left behind. But when I found out it was this place, I came running. Looking for a man named Erstal.
Erstal
Floxen.
Oh.
And he'll say, had a bit of surveillance in this place, hoping that he'd turn up. And he didn't. A lot of Zhentarim issues are tied to this one. And he said there's a lot of places in this city where they hide. A lot of holes with a lot of rats in it. Gotta burn them out. This is one, and there are many. So, if you find them, best to report them to the city guard or even the city watch.
I didn't think all Xanathar were that criminal. I thought they were kind of a legitimate organization.
He says, when you go bad, you go bad. But there are many splinters of the Zhentarim, the Black Network. Many different people who work for them in many different ways. But my information is limited. And you can tell immediately he's holding off on some stuff.
I'm like, oh, of course.
and he'll just say, and he'll smile, knowing that you know he's not going to give you everything, and he's like, you gotta earn what blood you can take on the street.
Like, well, we've been staying at the yawning portal, you know. Love to see you sometime.
Good to
Thank you.
And he points over and he says, you keep the Lord safe. If he gets in any trouble, you will be to blame.
Well, probably. And I just leave. I'm just like,
he thinks for a minute, and he goes back and says, all right, men, search the place. Let's get this contraband out of here. And he says, make sure that Kinko's locked up and ready for questioning when we get back to the guard post. He won't tell us anything here. I know how to make a bird talk. And he cracks his knuckles.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you guys head out into the street, into Candle Lane.
Yes.
All right.
I'm done.
Yeah, Rainier.
I just put my hand on the Lord's shoulder and be trying to lead him out, like bodyguarding him.
Thank you.
Yes.
He says,
when we get out on the street... Oh, no, you first.
did you learn anything from the Kinko? Any location in Floon?
Oh. Might be underground. At least that's what it seems like.
I heard a
But it
bits and
seems like-
pieces.
Yeah.
Tell me, did the yellow signs mean anything?
Not to me in particular, but I'm sure that maybe if we ask around. I'm really not familiar with this residential area of the city. I usually tend to stay in the north and sea wards. They usually keep me quite occupied there. I'm here only because of Floon. I'm not familiar. Perhaps we could ask around. There could be some individuals who understand. I did hear some discussion between the Zhentarim. A note of some sort of... poor Martina getting hassled at all angles. And he'll say they were definitely thinking to take him away. And they believed him to be me, assuredly. He was definitely gagged. I could hear his muffled screams as I climbed into the fish piles. Oh, goodness, I smell terrible. But I have to save my friend Flu.
Can you tell us why they wanted you in the first place?
That
What
was
do you
gonna be
have?
one. That was
Yeah.
one of my two.
He seems
Good one,
very...
Solomon.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage. He seems very, he seems very guarded.
10.
A 10. Well, a 10 is
I'm
enough.
doing...
He says, well, if it helps, perhaps I should say something to you.
Assist.
He
Yes,
says,
please.
you see, have you heard of me? Do you know who my father is?
Mm.
He says, does Radaro remember?
She kind of remembers, but she's letting Zola and Martina take this one.
And he
Let
says,
me look at my notes.
are you new to Waterdeep by any chance?
We are quite new with my sister.
Well, then perhaps you haven't heard of me. You see, the government in Waterdeep...
Said we didn't, sir.
And he just says, well, that's okay. I can't blame you for not knowing the politics of a place that you've never been. Waterdeep runs on a government based on local lords, masked lords. But there is one open lord, one who speaks, who is the face of the government of Waterdeep. It is a very prominent, a very honorable position. My father, de Gault Neverember, once took that seat. And he spits on the ground, curse his name. And he says, my father was a plague on this city. He did many horrible things in the dark, though he kept the face of a loyal politician. I want nothing to do with him, but unfortunately his shadow is far too large, and I grow cold in it still. Even at this age and at this prominence, I've done whatever I can to separate myself from his crimes against the city, but unfortunately they follow me. He was ousted, escaped the city. He now rules the city of Neverwinter, but a few 100 miles north of the coast. There he is safe, but I hope to never see him again. You see, my father, the Zhentarim, they believe a rumor, one that I have tried to dispel, but could very well be true, so it's difficult. They think that my father embezzled a very large amount of gold when he was the Open Lord, and that he hid almost 500,000 dragons somewhere in the city.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, dragons are the gold pieces. It is. That's why most think it is a rumor only. But they think they can find it by using an artifact, a old trinket of my father's that has been missing for some time. It is called the Stone of Galore. He says, last I heard, it had found its way into the hands of the Xanathar Guild. I know the trinket to hold some magical properties. I figured it was just another one of my father's lost items scattered to the wind. I had heard that the Xanathar Guild had acquired it until recently. Apparently someone stole it. And this is all information I've heard from my own spies throughout the city. I have to keep myself protected, so I have to guard against things like this. But apparently someone stole the Stone of Galore from the Xanathar Guild. The Zhents thought I knew something about all of this, but I don't. My father and I haven't spoken in years. I believe they...
Alright, stab him in the back.
Yeah? Do you?
No, please don't. Stop you.
Yeah, he, boom! Kill the quest line. Just kill the quest line as hard as you can.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and he says, I believe they were planning to torture the information out of me, and I can't imagine what they're doing to Floon right now. The Xanathar want back what's theirs, and they'll do whatever it takes to my poor Floon. If they, if they go far enough. And knowing Floon, they'll have enough to agitate them to do far worse. The sooner we save him, the better.
How close are you?
And, he says, Floon and I? Well,
Yeah.
I believe that we are good friends. I'd hope that, perhaps he would, see past, my past and possibly continue to converse with me. I have few friends among the noble class who will continue to talk to me with my affiliations that they believe I still have with my father, that I do not anymore. Floon is one of the few who still talk to me in the upper class, so I do treasure our friendship. I hope that all this can be blown over, that I'm not taking the corpse of my friend from the sewer. The sewer?
We'll try to help you.
He says, the sewer? That would make sense. Perhaps we should look among the sewers.
I mean, you already smell like fish.
He says, indeed I do. So, why not smell worse?
Well, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, buddy, put my hand. Listen, this is business. Your friend Volo offered us 200 gold.
Oh, friend Volo.
For finding. I don't think he can pay.
Floon is friends with Volo. Oh, he can't pay. Well,
I don't think Volo is going to be able to pay us 200 apiece. So
that's definitely.
I don't know why we keep looking for Floon if we're not going to get paid for getting Floon. Am I right?
If Volo cannot cover the pay, I will most definitely cover the pay that is equal to you.
Perfect.
He says, I need to see my friend safe. I have the money. 200 apiece is what he promised you. Yes? Make a deception.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he let me just quick check on Renar Neverember's passives here.
20.
Yeah, no, he believes you. He just says
he is the god of knowing all.
He says 200. He says 200 each, and looks to the quote unquote four of you. I'll include Antrain in this. He's not here, but he says, Volo, not unlike him, I imagine, to claim deep pockets. Has he found himself on hard times again?
Yeah,
I don't converse with him
selling
much.
books. I was afraid he was going to give us a bunch of books.
If he cannot pay you, and in that case, you may come to me. If we find Floon.
When we find Floon.
When we find Floon. And he says, like Timora, you're here, friend. My luck has changed, at the very least. Now,
you could say you got time more.
I wish to join
on this
you.
planet.
Go ahead. What did you say?
Just making a bad pun.
And he just says, yes, I do so miss the humor of the highbrow courts. And he says this is something like that. Now, I do find myself ill-equipped. I don't have any weapons. Unfortunately, they were stolen from me, my rapier that I did have. Do you happen to have any... I should have grabbed something quick.
So, I was grabbing all of those,
Yeah,
right?
you have. Yeah, you have daggers.
Yeah, like, unsling, like, that bag.
Yeah.
I was taking shit in. I just like take your pick.
And did you grab some rapiers too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll snag one out. He says, "I think this will do. I would definitely like to go with you. I want to see my friend Floon safe. I am an accomplished swordsman of some regard. My father, though the cruel man that he is, did have it in his heart to teach me to defend myself."
All right. Has this whole thing been a short rest or not?
Yeah. Do you guys need a short rest? You can definitely get one.
I mean, I can't do anything. It's just Kristen gets that second wind ability back every short rest.
I will give each of you a hit die.
Oh!
Each of you can have a hit die.
All right. Well, I will spend that hit die.
What still comes with short rest? Do I get my second win?
Yeah, you get your second win back, and you can have a hit die if you want to spend your hit dice and get some HP back. From
How do you do that?
This little scenario to use a hit die. We're gonna play some crazy music.
I rolled a 1 too. Good hit die. It's okay. I'm up to 12 out of 15. I still got a rage left.
Oh, too good. Yeah. Let's get back to the.
I don't know how to do hit dice.
So,
click the word hit dice on your screen, on your thing. It's underneath your your temporary hit points.
Temporary. Oh. I see it. Okay. 3.
we all rolled a 1 on our hit die.
Impossible!
Wow. Well, add the
On
HP.
a 12, a 10, and an 8.
Oh,
So just so you know, for the future, Michaela, the way hit dice work are you have a number of them equal to your level. And whenever you take a short rest, you can spend them to gain hit points back. You can spend as many as you want. And it's like your level up HP. So for you, it's 1d8 plus your charisma or your constitution modifier. And that's how much hit points you recover. So you recover 3 hit points.
So to my 6 that I have, I'll put the 3, so it'll be a 9.
Yep.
Makes sense. Okay, thank you.
And then every long rest, you recover half of your maximum hit dice. So for level 2, whenever every long rest we take, we get 1 hit die back. I don't know how it works when we're level 1.
Okay.
You usually don't even get to a long rest while still level 1.
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'll try to remember.
So we can get a little bit of HP.
Yeah, a little breather.
So what would you guys like to do? Would you guys like to search around for an entry point? You get to get some clues. You got search for the let me go back to your clues. Yeah.
We got yellow signs, something about the sewers. If you guys want to look, I'll keep an eye out for yellow signs. How are we doing it? Can we split it? Can some of us look for one thing, others look for
Yeah, you can do that.
Never.
I guess I'll look for a way in the sewers. I don't know.
Yeah, you want to look for a way to the sewers. Some other things that you can do. You could, like Raynar and I remember was saying, you could go ahead and try to talk to the locals. What locals you can find in this dark, shabby place. Raynar will mention. He says, "I believe at least 5 gold pieces would get us quite far here, getting a mouth moving, if you know what I mean."
5 gold pieces. I assume you have no money on you right now.
Unfortunately, right now I have been thoroughly mugged. Yes.
Don't worry.
Most of my money's back in the North Ward.
I hear you. Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, you got a couple options as to how you want to look for to track your dear friend Floon. You could ask people if they saw anybody.
Ask them about the signs.
Ask them about the signs. Yeah, you could ask around. It's completely up to you.
There's nobody else on this street, right?
This street's fairly empty. You probably, with the city guard, have sacked this place. You get a few peekers, few people coming out, the old Zhent place just got snagged. fools. Kind of lame folk. Like, yeah, you get a couple people who probably pop out to see what it is. You know that there on other streets there are people, like even out on like Snail Street, it's still in the dock ward, but it's like the area. But like, you could even let's pop back over to our map real quick, and we'll have to move way down since Waterdeep is ginormous. Absolutely ginormous. Oh yeah, let me get back to full screen here. So, yeah, we are all the way down here. So, yeah, there would be people on Zastra Street, people on Follette Lane. Candle Lane is probably... Book Street might even have some people. Like, it wouldn't be too hard to, like, ask around.
Yeah, I'd totally start... Hey, like, I got a business opportunity for 5 minutes. Somebody's time.
Do you ask, like, do you be like, for anybody can give me any information on
anybody? Like... And I'm like, jingling my bag, which is looking kind of light because I've been spending all the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a lot of silver.
I don't think you need to make a check. If you have money in your hand that you are offering, you probably will get someone to come up to you. What's Soma and Martina doing? Are you going about this in a different route, or are you with Radaro?
I am probably... Yes?
Go.
No, I can let you go.
Oh, okay. Since we didn't really make a definite like plan, we're just like, are we gonna do this multiple different ways? And I was like, sure, but then nobody said anything. So I'm kind of following around Radaro.
Okay.
But every now and again I'm making irritating comments, like imitating Lord Histus Staggett. I'm just like, you don't do anything around here. Blah blah blah. Detective, and I'm like, I'm confused because I'm Histus Staggett. I'm just being annoying.
The whole time Radaro's like trying to keep a straight face, like, Marcia, we need to focus. No, you're good. You're good.
I'm looking at maybe the sewer holes to see if there's like a eye on them or anything, like a symbol of the people.
So Soma, you can give me an investigation check, and then Radaro, I want to see what Soma's check is before we...
Let it be better this time.
Yeah, you're like looking around. You can see that there are. You can like you sort of. I'm gonna say you kind of add in a way visually to the information Radaro is about to receive. You get sort of a wretched old crone who comes to you, Radaro. She's cloaked. She's got the cane. She's going full evil. Not evil. She's going full evil lady. No, she's going full. Like she looks very much like a Snow White bad guy with like in her old Cretchen form. She says, "Go, you offering silver pieces there? Gold, perhaps? You're looking for who now?"
We're looking. Tell me, you seen any strapping young red hair guy run by with maybe some guys with lots of look just like his twin? Actually,
I may have. Matters my memory. It's quite old, you see. She holds out her hand.
Guys, I don't even have 5 gold on me.
I'll give her a gold piece.
I was gonna say I just give her the bag.
I'll do that.
As you give her a gold piece, she saw you over, like looking towards the sewer thing. She says, "You're not far off, dearie. No. I saw a pretty little boy like this just before." And she says, "Don't belong in these streets. No, they don't." She says, "Just before he had a bag put over his head, they took him down in one of those. Except it was a little bit bigger, and it did have a little mark on it, a sewer grate that has a symbol. I can't quite remember the symbol." She puts her hand out.
She puts her hand out. I like look at Renard like, "Renard, just take your shirt off. Renard."
And she's like,
"Let's do a couple more buttons and come over and let her." Yeah.
Make a persuasion check, Radaro. All right, he says. It says, "Would you? I am quite built. And she would just... I'll have him make a charisma check. So let's just see how Renar does here.
I'm like, listen, normally you gotta pay extra for this service.
He rolled really low, and he just says, I'll give you a little peek. She says, I don't want to see your skinny little body, boy. I want money. And he's just like, oh, fine.
All right,
I didn't want to anyway.
I give her another gold.
All right, as she takes it, she says, oh, yes, it was a symbol of an interesting one. A circle with 6 stalks coming from its top, and at the end, 6 more circles.
Strange. I wonder what those could stand for.
She looks at you and she says, you think it's smart, don't you?
It stands for...
Look, yeah, you start to bring the book into the frame and she smacks it out of your hand. She's like, no one ever got far being cheeky. And she starts waddling away and she's like, I think you know what you need to do. And she...
All right, eyes out. Let's spread it. Let's look for these. Let's look for these eyes.
Got this gold.
And
all right,
go to town searching, right?
Yeah, you start searching this block, and it doesn't take long for you to find. She pointed sort of in a general direction. You find at the corner of Book Street, at the very end of Book Street, near an alley street between, basically the cross section between Book Street and the Street of Curtains. You find a single circular metal cover inset into the pavement. You can see that it has that exact symbol painted in yellow on its top. And you seem to have found the entrance that you were looking for from all of the clues that you have gathered. Renar, he's got like a little holster sheath that's still on. The blade he has fits for the most part. He'll swing it. He says, well, looks like we found the place. I imagine that this must have been the one they went down. There might be others, but this is the closest to Candle Lane.
Must be, Mr. Built Boy.
He says,
why don't you lift that thing up with your big, strong muscles?
He says, I am not unfamiliar with manual labor. I may be a noble, but sure. And he'll pull back his feet. He'll lift it up. Yeah, he
perfect
it over and he slides it and he just and he steps to the side, like his feet on either side of the hole, looks down. He says, quite dark. Who first?
I mean, I don't care about the dark.
I jump in.
See, I'm like,
first?
Well,
I was like,
yeah, there's a ladder.
All right, let's hurry. Let's go.
I fell quickly behind my sister, being like, oh no. Whoop.
By the way, do we have inspiration?
You do. Yeah, so it goes Martina, and then Solma, and then Rodaro.
Somebody get a fucking torch out. Holy shit.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Give it
Boom. Alright, not yet. We'll do that in a fight scene. That'll be fun if we get one.
That is a good intro to random battle encounter.
That
music
is.
we go down.
Alright. So as you guys dip down, you've got Raynar in the back, I believe. Did Rodaro say that she was in the back, or?
I'm probably third.
Third, cool.
Because he lifted the thing up, so...
Renar is in the very back.
I wanted to be first, but
yeah.
Martina jumped in, and then Soma went right after him, like, God, nothing simple with the... Gosh,
yeah, you begin going down this iron ladder, and it doesn't take long before you step into these sewers. A putrid stream flows along this sewer tunnel, which leads in 2 directions. In one direction, you can see a tiny symbol drawn on the wall in yellow chalk, palm-sized circle, with 6 equidistant spokes radiating out from its circumference. The smell down here is quite bad, but you can immediately see there is another symbol down the way, and it kind of reflects a little bit in the light. Renar will just probably look and say, "It seems as though they've marked their path."
Easy enough. Follow the yellow signs. By the way, Renard, can you be a sneaky little fella? I know you snuck while you let your best friend like die for you.
I'm
watched, but that's
I'm quite all right at being unheard.
All right, maybe we take this a little slowly.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I like put my hand on Martina's shoulder. I'm like, we go a little slowly.
Okay.
Martina.
All right.
Martina, what's that? Where'd that attitude come from?
Sorry, I'm not attitude.
Are you really sorry, or are you just sorry that I'm bringing it up?
I'm sorry, okay? I said I'm sorry. And so
Is this really the time?
Maybe.
Fine, I'll be good. I'll be quiet.
Martina, you're always good. I need you to be great. All right.
Oh shit, man, you're an ass.
Oh man.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, so if we're sneaking and we got a torch, they're gonna see us coming. If you want, I could go like 20 feet ahead. And you all could follow me.
Yeah.
Or we just kind of do what we did last time and walk around. I forgot y'all can't see shit in the dark. But
you guys want to make a group stealth check?
Sure.
Let's do it.
yeah, I think it's for like I'll like go up ahead her a little bit and do just to.
And I'm like
so the light will
light.
be in the back.
Yeah.
Maybe we give Renard the light.
Yeah,
Okay.
Renard can carry the light.
Here you go.
Definitely.
Don't drop it.
It's my special torch.
I will.
Stealth check.
Yeah.
Stealth.
Oh my god.
Nice.
What are the rolls today? What is this?
Very nice. I think I just need one from Martina.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Give me that 5.
I'm totally. Yeah.
better
Okay,
than
hold
me.
on. Pick up my thing. For some reason, my guy went away. Okay, I got this. No more excuses. We got this shit.
Heck yeah.
Stealth.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice job. Yeah, you guys start to move
Thank you.
silently
Wow.
as you can down sort of the stone pathways that that flank either side of this just stinky river, making its way through the underbelly of Waterdeep. You come to multiple split points in the tunnels, and always you're able to spot a symbol that essentially tells you which direction to go. Something that you can notice is that on other ways there are symbols that look as though they were probably recently wiped out. Like they have been sort of washed away and just their remnants
Like
are
they
left
move
over.
around.
Like they probably shift pretty often. Yeah, you can come to that conclusion easily enough. But these are pretty freshly painted on here. As you follow the yellow signs, after an hour, guys, of following signs through the tunnels, you come to a 3-way intersection where a ladder leads up into a stone shaft capped by a circular metal cover. One of the familiar chalk symbols is marked on a wall nearby, as you'd expect, and floating near the symbol is a spherical grapefruit-sized, it's a grapefruit-sized creature with a bulging central eye and 4 stumpy eye stalks. It bares its teeth as it turns. I think what we get in this moment, I think our camera like zooms in and we see this thing like turn and we think it's like way bigger than it actually is, and there's like a moment where you guys are like, oh, and it turns around and the lights like come on, and then it zooms out and it's literally this big. it's just like tiny. Yeah, you let me throw this token down. It is standing like in that path. It seems to be like literally guarding that area. It looks like, let's see if I have a handout. It looks like this.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's this ugly, horrible little thing, but it's small, and it's just like turning its head, but it's completely blocking. It's not completely blocking. It's small, but it's like right in the middle of that path.
All right, I
Right in
look
front of
around,
the
look at our party, and I'm like, and I go to pull out my bow. I like pulled my bow and then I look at you guys like, do you guys have anything?
I have throwing darts and a boomerang.
What are we throwing darts at?
That.
And I kind of like have Martina like poke her head around the corner.
Renar immediately snuffed out the light, I think, or this stealth would have failed.
Is there a light by that entrance?
Yeah, there's some like beams of moonlight coming down from the top.
Okay. I think we'll probably wanna ambush this guy and just
I got a bow too. We could like double shoot it.
Yeah, let's fucking just pop this bit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck is that thing? I don't know.
It's so creepy. I don't like it.
It's got a lot of eyes though. That's shit.
Unique. It's so unique. It's her way of saying it's ugly.
It definitely looks like the symbol. Like it looks like the symbol, except it doesn't have quite as many stalks.
What if it's not even real? What if it's one of them magic things?
Can we try
Wait,
to
magic
detect...
things can do that?
Fuck it, let's just shoot it. Then we can know if it's real or not.
Yeah,
Because if it gets shot, it's real. If it doesn't, it's not real.
Alright, I'm gonna take the shot. You ready?
Yeah, I think we all go for like a Scooby-Doo all peeking around the corner.
Yeah.
Like,
and throw
You
it.
guys can get a surprise round for sure. No, Renar doesn't have anything. Well, he does have a dagger. I think. Did you give him a dagger? He'll toss a dagger. Yeah, he'll toss a dagger. Actually, he asks for more. Could you give him 3?
I took 3 in my inventory. I'll give it to him. I'll give him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He'll take the 3. And he'll whisper. He says, "I am quite good at throwing these. I actually won a contest once." And
that's real good, Renar.
And
I'm very proud of you.
Are you patronizing me? And he says,
I just wink and I go back.
So you all attack together?
Yes.
All right, let's do it, guys. Make your attacks, and I'll do Renar last. So,
with advantage?
Ooh,
they can
nice.
be, yes.
13.
I get a 22.
13 hits.
17.
So 17 hits. These are all hitting.
Yes.
So we have 7, so 14. Yeah.
Martina's damage and 8. So 23, 22.
Rainier, like, he'll toss a dagger, but it clangs against the wall as this thing's immediately pum, 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 and it just, like, immediately is...
I like to think they're all in different eyes.
Slaughtered, yeah. This thing is slaughtered, and you just hear just a... And it just
like it's like one arrow, my arrow goes in one of its stalks.
Yeah, I think
another, like the Soma's dart goes in another, and then like Martina's arrow just right in the center. Just
it splashes to the back wall, and you get that grapefruit sound that and it just like rolls onto the ground, and you can see as it rolls, like the couple arrows like spin a little bit as it kind of rolls. And this thing is
silent high fives. This
thing is thoroughly dead.
Except for I go to give Renar a high five, I'm like, too slow, just like that dagger, and I'm like,
and he just says, and I am so happy you're on my side.
I go and I pull my arrow out of the thing.
The same with my dart.
All right, Renar steps up. He goes by the ladder. He's just like, I wonder where this leads. Oh, perhaps we continue down the tunnel.
Did the
Can we go up first?
Signs end here?
You don't know. You've been getting a new sign every time there's an intersection.
All right.
You can see that there's some moon. There's some not moonlight. You realize now it's not moonlight. It's like an orange light coming from up above. Through
Teammate, you going first again? You seem to like to. You're real good at it.
Climb that ladder. Don't even think about it. Climb that ladder.
Oh god, I jump. It's just a race to see who can get there before Solma and I. It's just like, oh shit.
Yeah, you guys want to push up that metal grate at the top.
Check for traps, Martina.
I did not hear. I push it up and I go, what?
Yeah, you push it up. And you find there's some warm torchlight coming in, and as you get up, Martina, do you want to survey this room before you enter it, sort of thing?
Yeah.
Like peek?
No, sorry, that would take
survey.
So I'm
go.
impulsive. So I'm gonna pop up, and then after I'm fully in, that's when I look around.
Boom. Yeah, you are fully in, and I think Radaro's coming right after.
Yeah, I'm not. If she goes straight up, I go straight up too. I got like the shield on. I'm like,
Solma, where are you here?
I'm like immediately like, heck no. She's like, I'm just like going behind her. I'm like getting to her.
Yeah, Renar's staying down there for the moment, and he's just, what's up there? And he'll like shout. So you guys find yourselves in a food cellar. You see that there are two, the source of the light. It seemed a lot brighter down in the sewers because it's just so dark. But the source of the light are just two torches that hang on the entrance to this room. The walls are brick. You can definitely feel like you're underground for sure. And the only exit to the area is just sort of a brick arched opening and some brick stairs that seem to lead up. And you can hear the sounds of revelry upstairs. Just some like you can hear the sounds of like basically music. You hear music. You hear tankards click. You hear the sounds of a good amount of people. Definitely sounds like a good time upstairs.
Huh.
all right. I motioned for Renard to come out.
All right, yeah. He makes his way up and he just says, "Where are we? Is this the?"
I don't know. People partying upstairs. Maybe they're partying because they just got floon, right? Maybe we investigate a little bit.
Yeah, how you guys want to go about this? There definitely just seems to be one stair that leads upstairs.
I do the Nora. I think I go point because I have dark vision.
We can keep your. You did break your previous stealth, so I will need a brand new group stealth check.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration, so at least one of us will hopefully have a good.
Yeah. We'll toss Rainier's.
Sorry.
Hey, I didn't even need it because I'm me today.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
Once the combat starts again, I'm gonna be so. Oh, it's all ones for me.
Wow, that was
never rolled this well in anything in my life.
That's close. Radaro and Rainier have the party covered as they probably pull back Solma and Martina. Martina probably rushing forward first past
I don't think
Radaro.
Martina rolled.
Oh, no, I got a roll here for Martina. Oh, no, I didn't. Martina, go ahead and give me stealth. Yep.
Get that fucking 0. By 0, I mean 20, of course.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys sneakily make your way upstairs, which is like, it's easy to get at least three abreast. It's a wide area. What's up?
Can I steal a snack on the way? I'm hungry.
Yeah, do you want to like take some food? You can literally take a ration. Like you can easily grab a ration off the shelves effectively. Yeah, you guys make your way up the stair, and it's a pretty short distance before you meet a level of a tavern. You see it has an open door essentially to the outside, open windows, glass windows. It's in the dock ward, so it's a little bit disheveled. You can tell some of the glass has been broken out in some places, but it's well lit. It doesn't look nearly as bad as the Skewered Dragon, and it is not the Skewered Dragon. It seems to not be burnt out entirely, but it does have like that sort of pale, old feeling to it. There's wallpaper that looks like it's peeling in some places, but it's still mostly together. And there are plenty of patrons who look to be your average run-of-the-mill Waterdavians coming in, and you actually manage to see some city guard make their way in. They come into the tavern and they sit down for some drinks. Could it be the city guard who literally just sacked the thing? They make their way in and sit down at a table, and it seems to just be a fairly raucous a little bit in the dock ward.
How many eye stalks do the patrons have?
There are no eye stalks.
No, oh darn! Thought I could.
There are no eye stalks here.
All right.
Yeah, you are in a let me just
what the fuck?
Let me just change this really quick. Yeah, you are
I think we're in the right spot, but do we go back down and check, see if there's any other signs? You might be being held here in one of the rooms.
I think Lord Neverember's gonna look around and
he's like, Neverember, where are we?
I believe I know this place. This is the Sprouting Fish, if I'm right. It's one of the taverns I have frequented before in the dock ward. I try to stay away from it. This isn't too far from Yawning Portal, really. It's just on the edge, northern half.
Well, that's convenient.
Of the northern half of the dock ward, I believe. It's a little bit safer over here. Still run down. I don't frequent it often.
Is this a single-story building?
Yep.
Okay.
From what you can tell.
And is it mainly like a one big room?
Yep, like a one big room. It's like nobody would come here to stay. It's not like an inn kind of thing. It's more just a legit tavern.
Before we do anything stupid, which we will, don't worry. Let's go. I want to just quick go down the ladder again.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to like go further down the way?
Maybe we already passed it. Maybe I like as I get to the ladder, I'm like, you know what? Let's check for anything like any secret doors or anything, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe in that room with the ladder.
Yeah, you want to check in that area.
Yeah.
Or yeah, the tunnel goes further. The tunnel goes further down. Were you going to investigate further down the tunnel or just the area?
Wait.
So the path you came to.
Ladder that goes up. We're in a room.
Let me show.
There's a tunnel.
Let me show you guys.
The tunnel just. Is there more to the tunnel than just the tavern?
Let me show you the situation you came in. I'm gonna have like I'm gonna use purple because purple's sweet and it looks like this guy. So you came to a path that deviated in 3 different directions. And just for visual clairvoyance here, this is where the symbol was. Here. Down the center path. And there was a ladder right here.
Alright, and that's where we shot the gazer.
That's where you shot the gazer. The path still continues onward.
Okay. I want to check this basement for secret doors in the tavern.
Oh, the cellar. Yeah, you can make an. Do you want to use your passive or active?
Is this investigation?
It would be perception.
Okay. I'm actively doing it, so I'll roll it.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get there.
Not bad. You don't spot any secret doors, and in this, it seems like your run-of-the-mill cellar, like what you would expect. You could see the food and wares. No, there doesn't look to be any like thing like that would be suspicious. You see ale kegs, you see food. It seems as though you've literally stepped up into the cellar of a tavern.
It might be one of their secret passageways to get here.
All right, maybe we go farther down that tunnel first.
I think so.
And I say that as I look over, and Martinez is like, oh, no. There's no way.
Just like shoving food up.
Oh, and I'm like, hey, that's not a bad idea. I like grab some before we go down.
Yeah, you snag some food, and yeah, you continue down the way.
I think we continue down. I'm like, y'all cool with that? You know?
Yeah.
We can always go back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You continue following this tunnel for about 5 minutes before you see another yellow symbol on the wall, and then another, and then a bunch of them. The walls are surrounded in these yellow symbols, and yes, let me put you guys on a different map here.
That's so cheeky. That fucking ladder.
I know.
I love it.
It's pretty.
So I was like, wait a second.
It's pretty great. Yeah, let's go over here.
Oh, the town guard are in. The city guard are in on it too.
The path begins to thin its way down until you can no longer be abreast with each other. It is it is a thin, singular path. It gets smaller, and all around you, the ceiling comes down a little bit further too, so it's literally like the space is very confined. All around you are these symbols on the walls, and the path continues straight forward. You have to step in the water now, but it's a lot more diluted in this area. It's not quite as smelly. You still get that sort of rank smell, but the water seems a little bit cleaner here as you go up, and you do feel like you are moving at an up angle, it's an incline.
We're headed.
Yep, you're heading straight. So if you guys can't see anything, you should be able to see something now.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. So yeah, the path is only just straight ahead of you. Do you guys just keep moving right down it? What's your guys' passive perceptions, by the way? That's important here.
12.
They're not the best. 12.
12. Excellent. What about Martina? What'd you say? I couldn't hear
11.
you. I couldn't quite hear Martina's.
11.
I thought you said I love it. Over and over again. Like, I love it. I love it. I'm like, what is it? I'd love to know it too. I want to love it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right. Yeah, let's change the
Are we sneaking, sneaky boys?
Yeah.
Sneaky girls.
I'm actually gonna on the fly find some music because I don't want to use that one. Sec. Let's see if I can.
Johnny got them apple bottom cheese.
Boots with the bar. Let's just do.
Yeah, it's a lot of like once we start walking like in the water too. Like Radar's like, oh man, we better be down here. I can't take it. Tina, you still okay up there? Still.
We've been walking for hours.
1 hour and 5 minutes.
Hours.
You've walked longer, Martina.
Bleeding again.
Oh, God. I'm trying to get to you.
Alright, I got
Just
some.
think of the money, guys. Just think of the money. We're gonna.
I got some low ambience. You guys might have to
Hey.
boost your magic, your master.
Magic? Okay.
Oh, I will
Magic.
also boost my magic. What level spells can I cast?
All of them.
6. I wish Floon was here. I'm just gonna cast Wish on Floon.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, alright, let's get it on.
So, yeah, you guys continue down the way. Go ahead and move your tokens until you come to a stop. Until you have to come.
Do you want me to group move us?
Yeah, go ahead.
And go first, probably, because you can see.
Do you want me in front? Yeah, are we going? I'll go.
I don't want my sister in front, no.
Yeah, it's just
All
like
right.
this
I'm
dark.
like, Martina, are you all right with me taking a turn in front? Nothing against you. You're great.
Want me in front? I don't see what I've been doing wrong this whole time. I'm like stomping and smashing.
No, listen. We're like birds. You know, they take turns being in the front as they fly. Yeah.
While we protect from the back.
Yeah. Listen, you do good in the back there. I'm gonna walk a little bit up.
All right, yeah.
All right. What the
Renar's
fuck?
right behind. What do you mean? What's up?
Right, there's a gap in the walls.
Best winner.
There's a gap in the walls here.
Oh, that's just a visual thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I was like, the walls are gone.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. You're able to see a gap? Are you able to see through or no?
No, there's
No,
nothing
okay.
through it.
Oh yeah. No, that's fine. That's literally blame Roll20 because this is their
Does that mean
shit.
there's a secret door there?
Yeah, you want to check? You can. That's their fault, not mine. Make a check.
Okay.
You can totally do that.
Hey,
Nothing.
nope. Nothing moving.
I can't tell you with all honesty. There's no secret door there.
Okay.
There is no actual secret door there.
Sure.
Those
That's how
are
they were doing the dynamic lighting.
those are there to mark a. Do you want to know what those are there for?
After.
Okay, it's not a secret door. I can guarantee you. It would be funny.
Snakes.
Guys, it's really a secret door. He's really doubling down on it.
I would actually be like, "Do you see it? No, you don't." Just keep moving, you big dumb idiots.
Oh, I could see about here.
Yeah. You see, I think Rodaro, after just a few moments of walking, the path seems to come to a at least some kind of end. Or yeah, you're able to spot like a pillar of sorts. The path like goes out and around it. The water seems to be pouring down from that direction, but it does seem to be an end to the path itself. Do you keep moving?
Yes.
Are you guys going?
I motioned for everybody to sneaky.
Yeah. Are you guys? Yeah. Let's make that. Let's get this.
What's the light situation?
The light situation is none right now. It is. There's no light.
All right. Let's just tell Radar.
Unless Renar has.
Tell him the first thing to do is the light. No, he's probably like an OP NPC. We probably need him in the fight. Never mind.
Do you want him to have the light? He can hold that in his other hand.
I don't care. I don't need no light. Y'all are the light meters.
You guys can't see, neither can he, so he's immediately gonna light it. There's no stealth check if he has this on, by the way. Like.
Okay.
Oh well, I want to sneak ahead of the light.
Like
then.
you can use it. Yeah, you can use it to be. You can effectively use it to be. I would say. Like you can technically you can make that stealth check, but the minute they can see that light, if they have vision on it, they're going to see it effectively. Like I'll still allow the check. It's just like anytime a creature with eyes looks in your direction, they see the light.
Don't matter how sneaky I am, they can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I want to go a little ahead of the light.
A little ahead of the light. Yeah, his you can decide to go like right out on the edge of it, if that's your plan. Oh, can you guys not see his light? 1 second.
I can't see his light.
One second.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I need all players to see this. Cool. That'll light.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, the path is lit. As long as you guys are cool with him having it. He's gonna make his stealth check too. So this is just, I think, mostly about not being heard rather than seen.
Through.
Yeah. So he's gonna make his. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, you guys start making the way. You stay ahead, and I think if you want to stay ahead of the party as they make their way, Rodaro, you will sort of be the eyes if we're cool with that. So you are effectively in front, and I'll give you that stealth check. So the first thing, Rodaro, your passive perception picks up the sound of. And you can your dark vision can immediately you can see as you turn this way a arrow slit in the wall of this sort of stone, this featureless stone wall as you make your way through the curve, and you can see and let me see if there's any actual description in the book here. You can see a what looks to be a kind of a dirty little room. There is almost like a hovel, basically, kind of situation. And sleeping on the job, effectively, you see a goblin. And you can see that he has on his long brow. On his long brow, you can see that he has a tattoo right on his head of a eye. They look like this.
Aww.
And he's sleeping. Your 12 perception can also tell you that there seems to be the sound of snoring coming from directly behind you as well.
Okay. I put out a hand to stop everybody.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, the party won't move.
And I'm gonna move up a little bit, and I'm gonna inform. Pretty much tell them everything.
You spotted a couple other things. I think if you stepped out into that area.
I could see if I go over.
Yeah, like if you stepped out in that general area. Well, it was mostly over.
There's a door
over here. Yeah. The main sewer tunnel expands into a circular hub with a pair of arrow slits carved into the outer walls, directly across from each other. Two passages continue to the north and south, and a stone door is set into the back wall of a stone ledge to the west. It's a ledge. Yes?
Mechanics question.
Please.
If this goblin is sleeping here,
yes,
there's this arrow slit that I assume an arrow would fit through.
Yes.
If I really took my time aimed the shot, would you give me a free kill on this thing, or would you make me roll to hit and then, oh, I don't kill him because I only do 1d6 plus 3. And he wakes up like, ah!
It's still going to be a roll to hit. He is sleeping. You're firing through a small area, but yeah, you're taking the time to make sure you're aiming correctly. I will say, because an arrow slit is designed mostly literally so that others can't fire back in, like, yeah, you have the time to, like, get there. I'll say you can make a normal attack. I will say, because you're taking... Normally I'd give you disadvantage, like, firing into this thing. I'd give him cover, I'd give you all kinds of bad things, but because you're, like...
Technically, he's prone, too.
He is prone, too. I think you can do it at disadvantage. Okay. It's just difficult, because he is... Yeah, it's a difficult situation. I like the idea. If you hit him, it's, like, probably going to be a guaranteed kill.
I don't know how much health they have off the top of my head.
Because it's a critical... well... Yeah, you are.
It's a critical.
It's a critical if it hits him. He's unconscious. That's why you would assume that it would be like an assassination.
Yeah.
Have you never fought? Has Radaro never fought or dealt with a goblin before?
She's from the countryside, so I'd probably.
You know that it would kill a goblin. You know that a goblin hovers anywhere between like 7 and 9 HP.
Okay.
Like mechanics-wise, that would be your knowledge of a goblin.
I'm just gonna investigate a little more. Look down here. Okay,
yeah,
that goes
Martina and Soma back here with Renar. Are you guys like, especially Martina? Are you content just sort of sitting here waiting? Like, what's going on with you guys while Radaro is kind of out into the darkness?
I'm just being. I'm probably just with one hand holding her by the shoulder, like being just like, if she decides to run, I can like grab her. Hopefully,
yeah.
We're gonna buy a leash from it.
Not gonna run, okay?
Okay, I'm letting you go. I trust you.
I start making fart noises with my mouth.
I make my way back over.
Did you want to just generally search the area, Radaro? Is that what you were doing?
I was just kind of taking an eye, like, you know, seeing what I got here.
Make a perception check. What would Martina be doing? Would she be trying to wait patiently here, or would she be running forward?
I'm making fart noises with my mouth.
Oh, you are?
Shh. It's not the time.
Actually, I'm sorry. I got curious. I rolled a 14. Actually, you could tell me if I found a little hole down here. Oh.
Yeah, you start to make your way north.
Drake, I'll be right back.
Okay, it's all good. Just gonna quick make some.
And I'll be right back.
Okay. Perfect. Radaro.
And I'll be right now.
You can hear the sounds. You can hear. You peek into this hole, and you can see with your dark vision on the other side. Let me see if this actually has any words for you here. Doesn't seem to have any.
Is this hole squeezable?
You see a narrow passage. It's very narrow. And it seems to open up into another chamber, which you can't get quite a few details, but you do immediately see what looks like some stairs. And they are going up. Your dark vision grants you that. One moment. Let me see if yeah. Yep. No, you could squeeze into here. It would be a tight fit, but you could definitely squeeze your way into this hole if you wanted to. But before you do, as you peek in, you can hear the sounds of echo their way down the hallway. I
grab my sword and I'm like, what?
You can hear the sounds of the snoring immediately. And then, like, it breaks. Like, the sleep definitely breaks the situation. And you can hear the whispers of goblins to your north. Yeah.
Okay. That's all I need to know. I go back. To the group.
As you go back, I'm going to need you to make a stealth check.
Oh, right.
A new one as you pass this area.
20.
Oh my god, yeah, make me make more rolls, Ed. Fucking rub my ego more.
They have to roll. They're gonna roll with it. There's 2 of them, so I'll get some rolls. They're actively looking, so let's see.
I thought they were asleep.
They just woke up. I just said that they woke up.
Oh, I am bad at listening for him.
Oh, would you have not gone?
Yeah, I probably still would have gone.
Yeah, you're able to like slip by.
I would have ducked under the arrows.
You duck under. Yeah, you can hear them. You could hear they're just sort of whispers in Goblin to each other across the way, and you could probably even spot on the one across on the other way. Definitely had a short bow held open, like waiting to see something.
All right. Yeah, I get in there. I'm like, all right, guys. There's 2 goblins that were asleep. Something might have woken them up. They're looking like they're on guard right now.
Sweet.
How
are we gonna get them?
They're on opposite sides. So I like point at the pillar. I'm like, one is close to us. There's a little arrow slit, and then there's one opposite of that side. Then there's more goblins in a room behind. There's a door leading into that room, and there's also a little narrow passage we could sneak through. We could squeeze through. That door is almost certainly trapped. I did not check, but let's just assume all doors are trapped. And
as I like to do, yeah.
Listen, we could try and sneak by, or we can just start killing goblins. All right. I think the sneaking thing. Soma, what do you think?
I am always up for sneaking.
All right. I'm only concerned is if they find us, because there's also some stairs in that room that probably lead to it.
What if we take them one by one?
We could try and quick jump the corner and stab both of them through the air. Like when I was sneaking by, did I get an idea of how close? Like, could I stick my rapier through that arrow slit into that goblin's head?
Maybe.
We can certainly try.
I was like, all right, listen. I think we try and get in position to take both these goblins out at the same time.
Okay.
Wait. Are we sneaking or are we killing?
We're sneaking and killing. And because they're goblins, your sister won't get mad at me for it.
Let's do this. Okay, who goes first?
Hey, you guys want to try to make a group stealth check to engage?
Probably,
yes.
yeah.
And gain some sort of surprise? Yeah. Make a group stealth check for me.
Come on, Renard, let's go. Oh my god.
Oh wow, jeez. Yeah, you guys can be where you want to be here. I think, yeah, you can step in. For sure.
Finally.
Yeah, let's do some. So, yeah, I'll move Renard forward so you guys can get a little bit of light in the situation. Yeah, you guys can kind of like be where you want to be in the situation. You guys are gonna go first.
Kill a goblin.
I would like an initiative to be rolled, but you guys are just gonna go and they aren't on this first round.
Okay.
This is such good battle music. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it is.
13. Of course.
Okay.
Always 13. Why?
Oh my, get out of my way. I want to kill that one.
Okay.
You can attack and move. You can attack and move. So
we can both like.
I'll give our initiative here, and let's do. Yeah, he's going to move first.
He'll be up here with me if he's going first. Well, he needs the light, so it makes sense that I'd be.
Can I reach through it?
At disadvantage, you can attack through.
But if we snuck surprise...
No. You can make a regular attack. They have 3/4 cover, though. They're still going to have 3/4 cover.
We will attack probably me and Martina, that one goblin.
Yeah.
So hopefully...
They're just going to have a higher AC, and what that's doing effectively is simulating the fact that you're trying to fight through a slit. A slit designed to like be thin and only be for like shooting from a slit designed to have more effect for the person on the other side than that side. So I'm still gonna give them 3/4 cover, but you can reach through and try to stab them. All right, cool. Are we good? Are we good with where our characters are at?
Yeah, this is such a bad plan.
Renard.
Listen, it's a narrow area. We can.
He will immediately take out the rapier and try to stab through. You've done a good enough job, Rodaro, to try to explain the situation. Rainier,
that's the whole thing where I explain. I'm like, listen, there's these holes on either side. Just stab.
Rainier makes 3 attacks. He just like starts. Oh, God, he starts like fence his way into this thing. So he's gonna make 3 attacks with his rapier.
Get him.
1, 2, 3. He does manage to hit with one, and you can just hear like it's a shoot, shoot, and immediately there's blood splattered out the other side. I think I caught him, and yeah, that is a super dead goblin on the other side of that thing. I didn't think I'd hit him.
My turn.
It is Martina's turn.
Get up, Tina. You have short swords now.
Yeah, you
sword.
do.
So I got a short sword. I pull my short
attacks.
sword, and I have my hand axe, and let's kick ass.
Hell yeah. Oh, that hits!
Yeah.
That hits! Damage 4. Oh yeah, you were able to stab at him. He's immediately trying to like jump back, but he and you want to make a second attack?
Oh, let's do this.
See if you get another 20.
Let's...
That's with the other short sword. Unfortunately, it's a 12. Unless you want to spend your inspiration.
No, I want to spend my inspiration on something that...
Yeah, you go for that next
Wait.
attack, and you're unable
How
to...
many goblins did you say? Hold on, Radaro. How many goblins did you say? 2?
I just know about these 2. I know there's more on the other side of the door.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
have
saving my
numbers.
inspiration. I'm not worried about this.
It's not a bad idea. Because if we get them, well,
Yeah.
they don't know.
Martina, do you move out of the way for your sister? Or Rodaro?
No. Oh, God, I'm
Oh
so
my
mad.
god.
Martina stays there to try to take the
I'm
kill.
just like, oh, I can still get him!
I go to.
You could try to range.
I just can't justify shooting through an arrow slit.
It's still the same. It's still the same.
At these angles, you know, like.
He's right in front of the arrow slit. You can still try to make it.
I mean, like, I have my shield and my sword already out. I have to take off my shield to even get my bow going. So I see this, and
You
I'm
could
like,
try to shove Martina.
Tina, get the fuck out of there! Tina, get the fuck are you doing?
Okay, fine. I
Yeah,
can still
like-
get him. Oh, fine.
And I go to brace this door.
All right, yeah, you.
Move.
I don't brace against the door. I just go here and
Okay.
hold my action
Okay.
to
Okay.
attack anything that comes through that door.
Absolutely. And Martina, I will say like your turns kind of work together. Martina, you'd use your movement on your turn to get out of the way with Rodaro telling you to. Solma, there's an opening.
Can I try with my staff just like in them just to hit him hard?
Oh, you can. Yes, you can.
And if I used 1, I can do 1 hit. Okay.
Oh my god! Oh.
Well, goodbye, guys. It was fun playing with
Oh,
you.
it grabs your staff on the other side, and it actually, I'll say it doesn't get a chance. Make a strength check.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's gonna use its dexterity.
Wait, am I using this?
You can use strength. You can. It's gonna make a contest. You can use your dexterity or your strength. He's gonna try to get this thing out of your hands.
So I'm not pressing the thing in the saving throws. I'm just pressing the ones on the left.
Just dexterity. Yep. Just give me a dexterity check.
What am I doing? Sorry. Got it.
All good. Nice. He got a natural 1. So he tries to grab at this thing as you like bring it in here. You don't hit him. He dodges out of the way. Tries to grab it, and you immediately pull it back. And he's
He's
just
just some splinters. He's like,
Can I go one more?
So yeah, that
"Did
was
you
your
bonus action.
That's your action. Bonus action. You could go
Well,
for like a punch.
punch through. Like,
Yeah, you
karate
get your
chop
arm through there and like
fucking-
effectively like strangle the guy. Like that would be.
Okay,
That
I'll go for that.
could, yeah, make the bonus action.
14?
14 is not enough. Unless you want to use your inspiration.
Maybe.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have. Yes, probably.
Go ahead and
Angry.
roll the damage for the monk unarmed strike. That's just enough. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. What does this look like? What does this look like?
So there's the hole, yes.
Yep. There's an arrow slit.
I fell with my staff. And I pull out angry, and he looks. Yeah, I feel like he has a grin. So I just like my hand and tighten my hand around his throat and just like snap it.
And he dies.
Yeah, and he dies, and it just goes back to silence. Is there snoring on the other side?
There is silence. There's just silence.
No snoring.
No snoring. Just the sound of the sewer.
Okay, and I heard snoring before on the other
You
side.
did. You don't hear it anymore.
All right, I'm about to fucking just kick this door down.
You
I'm
wanna
like, I go over. I'm like, Martina, what the fuck? What the fuck, Martina?
God,
What the
no,
hell
I
was
could've
that
got-
shit?
I just-
What the-
okay,
Martina,
I could've
don't
got-
give me that sass right now. Don't give me that shit.
Just saying.
All right, they know they're awake. Let's fucking go. And I go.
Hey, okay. God. Shit.
You wanna open that door?
Rodaro is really livid.
It's a stone door.
I'm gonna make a wisdom save to see what I do.
Yeah, it's a stone door.
Okay, I keep my cool.
All right, yes you do.
Because I'm like, all right. Anyway, sorry, I got a little feisty with you there. Listen, they're gonna as soon as we get in there, they're gonna attack us. So I'm gonna lead, and I'm gonna sneak through this little hole here. All right, come down here. If you want, you can go through that door. All right.
Coming, okay. I go through the door?
Don't go. You guys can go through the door if you want. I don't care.
It's just, I don't know where they're keeping Floon, but I imagine we'll need to go deeper in. You say you found a hole?
I found a hole. Ed, I'm gonna move through this. Is there any way I can have be taking the dodge action?
On your way through? Yeah, I mean you can like move through it at half speed. And you will still be like in the wall on the other side. It's a good 15 feet long, right. 15 foot long.
But I might dash it. But yeah, I'd call everybody. I'll be like, if you guys want to go in multiple ways, I don't care anymore. Plan's ruined anyway. Martina, that's bad. Martina, do what makes you happy. I don't care, and I just go start going in this hole.
All right, yeah, we see Rodaro slip into the hole.
Everybody move where you want to be when I get through to this other side of the hole now.
Rainier is going to be down there. He's curious enough, I think. He'll be here. Where's Solma and Martina?
I'm up the door.
I'm with my sister.
Yeah.
I want to sneak my way through this little hole.
Okay. Yeah, make a stealth check.
Alright. Oh shit, these rooms are not connected. 24!
What's the sign he said?
Nice. Yeah, you slip into what looks to be a cellar, Rodaro.
As soon as I realize there's like a wall on the north side there, I'm like, shit, tell them that these things aren't connected. Tell them to get down here right now. I thought this was one room. It's not.
All right. And he starts heading back over there. What's happening with Soma and Martina before Rainier heads up here?
Soma, what's the sign?
There's a sign.
What's the sign? When are we supposed to go in?
Oh, when Rainier comes up here? Wait, so Rodaro, you just gave Rainier information to be like, come this way?
Yeah, I don't know. I told don't just have him come this way. Nobody goes through that door.
Yeah, Rainier, you guys are like waiting for the sign. Rainier pops up and he says, "Don't go through the door."
Okay.
Rodaro says,
through the door?
Don't
through
the door. Don't go through the door.
Do it, Kristen. Do it.
Rodaro says
you want to open the door so bad.
If it was vague, I would have gone through. But he was very clear on don't first. So I'll go. Have a plan?
I'm not sure, but she says just not to go through and to follow me to back here.
Okay.
And he'll go there and start making his way through the hole. Rodaro, you've stepped into a chamber.
Go first, Martina.
A chamber that looks to be it's definitely like a cellar, and you can see like a lot of the things around you. It's definitely like the wares of what you'd expect to see in a hostel or a hotel. I think you see sheets here and there. I think you see some other things. Yeah, as you guys enter in, if you were going sneakily, I want stealth checks for people who enter the room. Rainier is going to enter in. Make a stealth check.
13.
Did Renar say that we had to sneak?
I mean, we've been sneaking everywhere.
Yeah. You want to make a check?
Sorry, I'm a teenager. I barely follow instructions as it is, let alone extended instructions. Did he say we had to sneak?
Nobody said.
Did he remind me?
Nobody reminded you.
I'm not sneaking.
Unless Soma did. But...
Unless someone reminded me to be quiet, I have no.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, as you step in, Solma, you're entering in as well, or are you staying in the crack? You stayed in the crack. Where your token is where you are.
I go out of the crack, then I go back into the crack, then I go out of the.
I'm going
Yes.
Out. I'm going out. I don't feel comfortable because I don't see a lot. I don't see anything pretty much, so I'm just following the leader.
Okay, so you are entering the room.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can start walking yourself through that if you can. I believe you should be able to. Yeah,
should I roll for something?
No, you don't have to roll for anything. You just squeeze your way through. But I think, Solma, before you're able to make it to the other side, as your sister clanks and clatters into the room, Radaro enters this room, and the minute he enters this room, he engages with someone he was not quite expecting. This is what you see when you enter the room, and both of you are going to get some swings in on each other at the same time. But you see this.
Oh, wonderful.
You immediately just hear
Are you fucking kidding me?
And
Are you fucking...
You both get to swing at each other.
Where Mishka hanging out here?
You both get to swing at each other. Because literally you're like, there's no way you won't see each other. He rolled a 19 on his stealth and you roll a 24, but like Martina coming in too and be like, I'm not stealthy. Like, I think you just meet and
we're
attack.
Like backing up into each other. And oh.
Yeah, it's immediately, he gets 2 attacks, you get 1. I think we're immediately starting fight music here. And it like lunges at you and you have your like sword ready, so go ahead and make an attack, and he's gonna make a couple attacks on you. He's gonna make a he's gonna short sword you and then he's gonna bite on you. 13 hits. You can apply damage if you'd like.
8.
8. Nice. That's a good amount.
On the shoulder.
All right. He is going to. Yeah. Let me pop him into existence here.
So I got him pinned in their room.
You do. Yeah. He's lunging at you. He'll make a. So you did 8.
Yep.
A good thrust, but like I'll say. Oh God.
These things, if it's what I think it is,
your weapon does nothing.
Upset.
Your weapon does nothing.
They're immune to that.
You ching against its skin, and it's like its flesh is like steel, and it is going to make a short sword attack on you, and then it's going to make a bite attack on you. So it's going for a short sword.
Can't wait to be a were-rat now.
6 won't hit for the short sword. But a bite attack with a 22 will.
That hits.
5 piercing damage, and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I didn't get to activate. 24.
Oh, so you're good. Yeah, you don't take the Legadopathy, but you take 5 points of damage. And you're hurting. This thing's ripping into Radaro, and it looks vicious, guys. Like, this is not good. I'm gonna want initiative for sure.
Is there a door on this thing?
There is a stairs leading upstairs.
I mean, between me and the rat, like...
No, it's an open arch.
I just want to slam the door on him and just be like, alright, we're good. He's in there. 5, God.
Yeah, this could be a dangerous situation for sure.
This is it, I'm dead.
Alright.
Thanks, Kristen.
Yeah, it lunges out and attacks you. Your
goes first, right?
Let's do descending. It will go first. On its turn, it is immediately going to. It's going to ready itself for an action, and as it bites into you, you can hear it whisper out of it between its teeth. It just says, "What are you doing here? Leave now!" And it's readying an action.
Okay.
And it will be Rainier's turn, and he is going to immediately draw his weapon and step forward and ready his own action with a dagger, and just say, "Radaro, what do we do?" And he's readying an action with the dagger. Martina.
We kill it. That's what we do.
No.
1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna bring a short sword.
Right now, I will say Radaro's blocking the way, so you'll have to shove your. You would have to shove your friend.
Move.
It's like.
All right.
Because like the way these are built, they're definitely single person. Radaro, you say?
I mean, she'll have to throw me out of the way if she wants to.
Yeah, you want to make like a strength contest?
She looks hurt too, and I'm like, puh.
Yeah, make a strength contest, athletics contest. Go for it, Martina. Give me that roll, athletics.
Let's do this. I'm so excited. Let's do this.
You cannot. You cannot.
Okay, no. Oh, she looks mad. Okay, I'll be right here.
It's like a center of mass thing because I'm so short. It's hard to, and you're like,
oh yeah.
I'm gonna just pull out. I'm just gonna have my sword ready. Like I'll be here. I'll be here with my hand axe and my sword. It's no big deal.
So I kind of, Rodaro sort of stands there. Is like, maybe we can talk about some things. I don't plan on staying long. I'm sorry if we disrupted you.
I'm gonna talk to
my friend.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. He is pissed. He wants you to just go. He wants you to retreat back to where you came. He can tell you came out of the sewers. He looks at you and he says, "If you value your life, you will turn around."
I say,
us. He's threatening us.
Sounds great. I disengage.
Yep.
Pull my sister.
And walk up the stairs. 1 sec. I'm trying. I accidentally backed up.
Yeah, your camera's black.
Yeah, I hit the hot. I have a button on my. I accidentally hit a button on my mouse.
Do you guys retreat back out, Rainier?
I go up the. I disengage and go up the stairs.
Oh no, he'll get pissed. He'll immediately come out and he says, "I know where you came from. Back to the source with you. You go up there and I'll make sure all of you are joining my clan."
I stop like on the stairs and I'm like, "What's up there?"
He'll scream, "Go!" If you do anything other than retreat, he will continue the attack because of the failed persuasion. This guy's pissed off. He does not want people here. He wants you gone. You feel, you make from where you are on the stairs, because I'll give you a little bit since you irked your way up. From where you are on the stairs, I want you to make a perception check.
Take a little peek, see 1 sec. I'm still getting my sheet back open.
You're good. 19.
It's supposed to be 22.
22. Okay.
You
do manage to just sort of peek around the corner before he yells at you to retreat back into the sewers. You are able to notice a few things. You notice at the very top of the stairs it seems to open up into a wood-paneled hallway. You can see that it's well carpeted, and but I think it has a door that's closed at the very top, and you're just sort of peeking at the light from the crack, from the single crack. Since there's no real light in here other than, well, there's Renar Neverember's light, but from here it's dark. You just sort of just see a single crack at the door at the top of the stairs, and you're able to look through, and you see a couple people walk by. And I think you can hear like a small, just whispered conversation. Not even whispered. It's spoken, but it's muffled through the door of just like get back to your room, darling. Get back to your room. Paid very much for this, and you can you can see them move, and then you see a couple other people move. With a 22, make an investigation check to put together clues here. You're not 100% sure, but you have that information. You see what looks like some activity happening up there, but it looks like a lot nicer than what you would expect. Like it's not sewer, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this thing is hissing. It's got its claws out. It's like ready to strike. Any other action than moving, I think, will provoke it. Than leaving.
Yeah. I'm like, well, y'all heard the man or woman. It's not.
Yes!
Out! Not a thing.
Out! Back to the sewers!
Yeah. Yeah.
You never came here.
I always never come here. I've never ever seen anything like this in my life.
Yeah, Rainier immediately wants to leave. Martina.
Now, Martina, you can stay there. Actually, you look.
Yeah, he looks pissed off.
Don't leave me behind. I'm going. I'm going.
Oh, we are leaving.
I'll get you out there.
Guys, let's go. Anyway, all right. I'm just like this. I'm like, all right. I just walk out to the door.
Rainier steps forward. He's like, "What's that? A were-rat?"
I'm like, all right, let's go. I don't care anymore. Let's fucking open the door.
Okay, all right.
Push the door open. I'm like, let's go. Come on, guys. We're good. We're good. Apparently, you don't want to sneak anymore. Apparently, we're too good for that. Apparently, Martina knows who's better than all of us here.
What happened?
I just pushed the door open. I just pushed. I don't want to hear. I just pushed the door open.
Do wrong. What did I even do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong.
Calm down.
I feel as though there is a dynamic issue
Bernard, stick with me. I'm the leader of the
door.
group.
The door swings open immediately. He says,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is an accurate way to go around.
There's gonna be traps. We're just going. Push the next door.
Rodaro!
Let's go. Come on.
Rainier, stop.
I don't even care.
Rainier,
you know, Martina, I don't care either. It's fucking cute.
Rainier stops immediately. He says, "What's going on? Why are we going about this way? I need to save my friend Floon."
We are saving your friend Floon, and this is how we work. And I just kicked the next door open.
All right. Yeah, you kicked the next door open. This is so good.
I'm just so confused, Soma. I'm like, what the heck?
Renard looks to you, confused. He's just like, what happened?
What was in there? I don't know.
It was a were-rat.
Contest, boy, jeez. Get out of my way. I shoulder past.
It attacked Rodaro, and...
I'm sorry.
I won't let Martina catch up to me. I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Stop! Because being so mean.
So like we're almost like separated right now. Like we have Rodaro and Martina. You guys open up into a room, a chamber. For this first chamber here, you see is sort of filled with mess. It looks to like have hanged there's some coats hanging, some like black coats hanging on the thing. You probably see some like rusty weapons and stuff. You open up into what looks to be that other watch room, that sort of goblin hovel directly to your left.
Which direction do you head, Rodaro?
Directly
first?
to the right.
Is this down the stairs or upstairs?
That is downstairs. Rainier,
I run down the stairs.
Yeah, as you head down the stairs, I'm going to pause you guys.
From this room first to realize I made a bad mistake.
Okay. Yeah, Martina. Yeah, so you see a chamber that is filled with like oddities. I wouldn't say oddities so much as it seems to be filled with some definite like refuse here. I'm gonna pause you for 1 second, Rodaro. I think we need to roll initiative. I think with like everything that's going on, I need like an initiative for like who does what when here.
Oh,
please.
21. Get fucked, Martina.
Who has the higher dex? It's gonna be Soma.
I have +3.
Oh, Soma, how much dex do you got?
Dexterity +3.
Oh man,
I'm happy with simultaneous shit.
I don't. The reason for the initiative is to stop simultaneous. 1 is gonna be Soma, 2 is gonna be Rodaro. 1d2. Okay, so it will be Soma. And we have Renard here. Okay, so Soma, you are the first to act in this initiative. Everybody's moving at the same time, but like I want to like just sort of plan out what's happening. Rainier has sort of stopped to just be like, I don't know what's going on. There was a were-rat. It attacked Martina. It doesn't look like she got infected, but those things are extremely dangerous, and they're invulnerable to strikes of non-magical weapons. It's not good. It threatened us to leave,
Renard.
and we ran. Oh, what'd you say, Martina?
Renard, jeez.
He says, I just want to find Floon, and it seems like you all are just falling apart.
We're finding Floon, okay? If
Martina,
we run away at everything,
please,
we're not gonna find Floon.
Martina, please, calm down, calm down. It's fine. We're okay. Okay?
Calm.
Thank you. Now, you saw where what?
A were creature, lycanopathy. It's a disease. It's not exactly common or rare. I would put it more in the uncommon area. And a creature half animal, half humanoid. They are very powerful, very bad news. You do not want to get involved in a were-rat guild or whatever. That's just bad news. They are invulnerable to certain things. They're very strong.
It was so bad.
I believe it was it looked to be a cellar of some sort. There was blankets and bedding and some salts and some foods. It seemed to be a cellar of probably another establishment of Waterdeep. I mean, they are just above us.
Maybe his family is just hitting him there, and he's just waiting.
Perhaps he seemed to be a guard of the place rather than anything. I think it's best that we moved away. Soma, what are you doing exactly? That's the conversation you would have had with Rainier probably just before everybody broke into the room.
Well, I see Rodaro angrily heading one way.
Yes, and Martina the other.
Ooh.
Which way do you go, Martina or Rodaro?
No, God, just give me guidance.
Or do you? Yeah, what do you do? Up to you.
I'm thinking as my character, and it's hurting me so much. Why do I have a sister? Oh, okay. So let's see. Okay,
I think we're past this.
Okay. For now, I'm staying.
Okay.
With Martina.
Waiting. Radaro, you're moving forward. No one seems to be following you in the moment. What are you?
I don't care. I don't need them.
You keep moving.
I'm like, don't worry, we'll find your Floon. And I just yell, Floon! Floon, where are you?
Oh, yeah, you're just yelling for Floon. All right, yeah, you make your way down.
Oh, boy.
And you can keep moving. You find a room. It contains 6 tattered straw-stuffed mattresses and nothing of value. The occupant, it looks as though, like, one of these was probably... one of these beds looks as though it was probably at one point fairly recently being rested in. You can see that it's kind of tossed over the side. The rest look to be made fairly well. There does seem to be a door on the other side of the chamber here.
Yeah, I walk up the door, do the little like 2 quick knocks, and then I open the door. Like,
all right, yeah, 2 quick knocks. Open the door. Okay, excellent. Just a sec.
A whole backup of rats.
This is so great. So, I love this so much. Yeah, we're going to go to you and what happens, and then we're going to go back to the others, and we're going to be calling it soon. Guys. But this is going to be really cool.
This
Just a sec.
Is my death.
All right, you see immediately, you step into the door, knock, knock, step in. Floon!
Floon, you in?
Okay. You can move 1 space in this room, but don't move it. Don't move any further. Like put yourself in there. You see a bit of a scene here. You see a dwarf, but his skin is not the flesh that you are used to seeing in most dwarves. You see a very dark, pale skin, white glossed over eyes, and this individual seems to be in the midst of helping a familiar face. You see somebody you met at the very beginning of this adventure. The guy who threw a punch at what's her name? Yagra? Yeah. Who threw a punch at Yagra. He's got all the tattoos. He immediately turns and sees, and you say, Floon! And then they both turn. They're in the midst of barricading a door on the other side of the room. They're like in the middle of trying to set it up and barricade it. This room looks like the other one with all of the, like, it's like a barracks, essentially, and they turn over. And this one says in Dwarvish something you don't understand unless you understand Dwarvish. And then...
I do know Dwarvish.
You do. He says, who the hell is that? And then you could hear this individual, who you know, his name is Krentz, by the way, from the bar. His name is Krentz, and he just says, "Wait a tick, oh, I know you." And he looks, he says,
I respond in Dwarvish and say, "Alright, mates, I've been here quite a bit. I've been looking for my boy Floon."
It's an automatic failure because he recognizes you. and you're saying, looking for my boy Floon. And then you can hear Zemek say in Dwarvish, like, looks like we've been infiltrated. And you can hear Krentz say, looks like it. Alone, too. And they immediately look
I yell, yep, I'm alone.
I'm alone. And let's move over just a second. And the last thing you guys are going to hear is the alone. But I want to hear what Martina and Selma and Rainier are doing. Rainier steps forward a little bit and just goes, Radaro, where? He's like trying to whisper a little bit. Where are you, Martina? Since you were next in initiative at the very bottom, you enter into this room? This chamber. I'll give you the book description here. Yeah, it's a messy room. You see rusty weapons, threadbare clothing littering the floor of this area. You can see there are coat hangers, racks, sort of sitting all the way around the edge. It seems to be like an area to store probably some things that are good, but most of what you see on the shelves looks to be pretty bad. It's a garbage room.
Do I see anything that's kind of cool outright?
Make an investigation, or make a perception check. Give me that check. 9. Do you want to use your inspiration? No.
Yes. Okay. You know what? For this,
yep.
I am. I want to get cool shit.
Yeah, you move a few things, a few coat racks on the wall. You move one dark coat rack, and you find a whip. on the other side of the coat rack. A curled up whip. A black whip, and at the very end of it looks to be the metal piece that's supposed to like actually dig into people is a snake with wings. Yeah.
Oh, cool. This is mine.
A Zhentarim
this is
whip.
mine. Yeah, I take it and I'm like.
You are in a Xanathar. You know that because you killed these goblins, the tattoos they have on them and stuff. This is a Xanathar hideout, but you find a Zhentarim whip down here. Yeah, you take it.
Oh yeah, I take it. I don't. Yeah. Okay, so I know that I'm in a Xanathar place. I don't recognize this thing as Zhentarim. That would mean that I'm way more perceptive.
No, yeah, you're just like, oh, cool.
I'm like, look at this cool snake. Like,
whips are
completely
sweet.
Unaware.
You can like grapple with a whip, I believe. It has reach, and it's like a 1d4. It's really cool. You can just like snap somebody. Nice. And like,
I want to use the shit out of this.
Solma, what are you doing?
I just turned to Martina. I'm like looking at the whip, like, be careful with that. But now we should follow Radara, okay?
Is it?
I can hear someone talking down there.
Or Dex?
It's Dex.
Dex. Oh, you can do either, I think.
Yeah, Rainier says, I hear people talking. Someone in Dwarvish? We should get moving.
Okay.
And then as you make the turn, I'll put you guys sort of so I'm gonna move you. Ka-chow. Ka-chow.
Mm-hmm.
Ka-chow. Ka-chow. As you reach this area, but it's sort of on your way down this hallway, but this is where you're gonna be at the beginning of next session. You could hear Radara. What was it that you said?
I said, "Yep, all alone."
And that is essentially the minute this dwarf is going to like put his hand in his fist, and he's not going to do it yet because we're going to do it in an initiative. You start to see him grow in size.
Let him grow.
And let him grow. And and we will pick up at this battle for our next.
Let's start it.
No, we have 15 minutes before I have to pick up my wife. So
that's fine. That's enough. I just want to know if I die or not.
Oh man, the Radaro Martina back and forth. The
Martina screwed me over.
Oh man. I think because I don't know, like, yeah, I think Radaro definitely sees it that way, but you stepping in that room would have been an automatic trigger no matter what. I don't think there's any way you wouldn't have seen each other, but Radaro would perceive it that way because it followed her sounds.
100%. Like,
yeah,
it was like, oh, Martina totally, because Radaro's not going to blame herself for anything.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, you guys made it really far. Good job, guys. Good job crushing your way through.
When do we take a long rest?
So this is still not the point. This is still not the point where you level up. They still expect you to be level 1 for all of this.
Do they realize how incompetent level 1 characters are in any form of combat?
I know. They expect 4 to 5 though. We've been working with 3, and Raynar's not always supposed to come. It's an option.
Like OP as fuck, right?
Oh yeah, he's attacked 3 times. You can tell automatically he's pretty fucking good. Like, having Renar go first might not be the worst idea. But
we'll help you find your friends, but you gotta go first to do all the work.
I think all of you can peek around the corner and see Radara. Yeah, you all have vision on the token, so when you guys step in, you would see as the light hits Radara. He's in the middle of, as this stone door open, in the middle of talking, kind of like backing up slowly, I imagine, just like, no, I'm all alone.
If we haven't gotten to a long rest, that means that guy whose ass we kicked earlier hasn't gotten to long rest.
Technically, no. Yeah, he's at like 1 HP. So he's probably beat up.
All right,
he's like, no, get him, Zip. And this is definitely the music we'll be playing when we come back. Bum, 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 bum. It's too good.
Sometimes it's nice to just throw away the sneak and caution. And
I won't.
Yeah.
Fucking go.
Martina's gonna hang out a little too long in the other room because I won't be able to make it here next week.
Oh, okay. That's all good. Then we will be down 1.
I'm practicing whip tricks, and I probably catch myself a few times, and I'm like, ah, fuck, ow, ow.
We might be. So great. We might be up 1 bard, so we might be okay.
If Antrain can make it, can there be another door leading in that Antrain just walks
yes,
in?
yes. I will immediately be like, I found you guys. I don't know how I got here.
He just walked
I love how both things that, like, both times you guys came up into like an area. I'm not gonna say they don't have anything to do with the Xanathar guild because you don't know if that's true. But both times you guys found the two like cellars, like places. It's like a place of business upstairs. But yeah, it's that was a good one. I love that you guys just iced the gazer, just like right from the beginning. He rolled terrible on his stealth, man. He was just like at 3. I'm like, well, he's like right there. He's just like, hey. I just love that scene of him like being like huge, like. I didn't know that small. It's just a little baseball. He's just like,
baseball. We should have ran up with like a club. It's just fucking.
That would have been amazing. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
I like it so far. I thank Michaela for putting up with our shenanigans.
They were so good, though. I had to put initiative down because it was too much happening at once.
I've been tempted. If I was ever to betray the party, it'd be now. For so far, sell you guys out, try and make it.
Take big few bucks.
Hey, the real Renard is right behind me.
I'm just saying, living with teenagers is hard, man.
Yeah, no, you have the perfect perspective as a teacher to be.
Is this how you get your frustration out?
I'm gonna do
all the same shit they pull on me.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I gave you clear instructions. They didn't change. And they're like, oh, I forgot it. I'm like, it's on the board right
there. You fools. All right, guys. Well, I have to go pick up my wife. Excellent game. I'm excited to see you guys next week. Let's all say goodbye to the stream as I shut it off. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us, whoever joined us. Bye. Sorry we didn't read chat. Bye.